You hear me now? You hear me now? Morning, people. We're nearly there, man. It's nearly the end of January. This month is dragging. But it is Monday, the 22nd of January. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. As always, you're hosted by the best people, if I'm being honest with you. It's what's really on my heart to say, the best people, okay? And I'm one of them, my own royalty.
And they call me E-Man, the pro-black activist, TDA producer and news analyst. And of course, the melanin is jam-packed.
Always, man. Brent, are you in the room?
Good morning. Top of the week to ya.
Top of the week, top of the morning, top of everything, boy. Lower top. Sounds like a Nigerian prayer.
Sounds like a bottom.
Okay. Sounds like TD Jakes. Right. I need that mystery solved. I'll be very real with you. 2024 cannot end, should not end without us getting to the bottom. Yes. Getting to the bottom of some things. We need to get into it. But anyway, well.
Good morning, Miss Mariah. Good morning, Emmy's Snow Globe.
Morning, y'all.
Good morning, Kwarshi T.
Okay, Kwarshi. Your bad self.
I want to know what's behind the Kwarshi. Is that your name? Kwarshi?
Okay.
I think it's like a nickname, or maybe it's...
Might be actually be a name, you know. We'll just say it completely wrong. When the person pronounces it, probably like Elizabeth. This is how people having consonants in their names and
morning,
for decoration.
Just Han.
That's definitely a name.
It's a name, yeah. So cool. I might name my kids another name from another charity. I actually have one from South Africa. Not charity. Basically, I've got a reminder to look into a charity. So I just saw it come up.
Okay.
That's why my words are mixed up.
Okay.
But yeah. Did I name them another name from another culture?
Why?
Because they just sound nice. I've actually got one, but I was going to say if people steal it, but...
Ling Ling.
No, that's not it.
Good morning, Christy. Oh, Kwarshi's a name. It's Ghanaian.
Yeah.
Where's Ghanaian?
Yeah.
Why didn't you know?
I knew.
No, you didn't say with conviction. You said it's probably a name.
I went to school with someone called Kwashi.
You didn't say that with conviction. You're, you know.
Yeah, I was just about to say that what Pepper Hill said. It's a surname.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually have a thing of baby names. I was gonna say, well, you can still, to be fair, because chances are you're gonna have a kid Friday. Yeah. So
Hill.
it's
Purple Hell.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
Say again.
No, he said Purple Hill. It says Purple Hell.
Hells.
Yeah. I wonder if that's
Hill.
a name too.
That's the name too. Hells.
I wonder if that's a name. Purple.
Hell's gonna be the name.
No, Purple.
Actually, they could be the last name.
Morning, AMH. Good morning, Purple.
Never
Is
know.
Purple a nice name? Anything can be a name because it's a word.
100%.
And the more you say it, it starts to sound quote unquote normal.
Hey, Purple.
So-
I don't know if I could call my child Purple.
I couldn't call my child Purple. But then their child is called Blue. Blue Ivy.
I could call her Violet.
Oh, Violet is a lovely, pretty name.
Crimson.
You can't have an ugly Violet. There's certain names you can't. I've never met ugly ones. That sounds mad. I've never met ugly people. Like, the name is so pretty that the people that own the names are really pretty as well. Like Naomi.
I was just about to say it to you. Are there other names that you think I like that?
Naomi. I've never met an ugly Naomi in my life. Pearl. Well, that's a lie. That's a damn lie.
From hell.
From the gates of Hades. Woo! Sorry, y'all. I was thinking of black pearls. Yeah, black pearls. I ain't never met an ugly one.
I never met a pearl though.
I had a pearl that I knew school during sixth form. Beautiful Ghanaian babe. And I also Pearl, who is J5's girl.
Okay.
Beautiful Pearl. It's the only two pearls I know that are pretty. Met another pearl. Not so great. Reflective of the heart. What other names are there? Like, I don't know. Like, even like names like Priscilla. You know, some names just sound very soft. Yeah, those names, I feel like they're always really pretty. But love that for them, man. But anyways, we are on a time crunch today. The rest of the guys don't know. Just found out where we are. And Margs is obviously where his heart's been wanting to be for the last 3 months. So that's wonderful. Do you know how the pen game thing went yesterday?
No.
No.
He doesn't talk to me about pen game. I have to make it my business.
Yeah, but Marks doesn't talk to anybody about anything. Even TDA, you have to make it your business. You have to make things your business with Marks. He's just how he is. Love him. But anyways, we've got a packed show today, as we always do. So let's get into our headlines.
All right, so our first headline takes us to America, where Brent's guy is out of the running, man. Brent, what happened to your guy, man?
Who are you talking about, Vivek?
No, DeSantis.
My guy?
Yeah. Or he's the opposite of your guy. What?
They're all stepping down so that Trump could get the clear win. They don't want to split the votes amongst the Republicans, and they definitely don't want Nikki Haley to win. Apparently, she is what the establishment wants to replace Biden.
Okay.
So, he stepped down so that they can all vote for Trump.
Terrible. Well, Florida, like Brent pretty much just said, the Florida governor, Ron DeSantis, has dropped out of the 2024 presidential race and has now endorsed Donald Trump. The surprise video announcement comes ahead of this week's New Hampshire Republican primary, where Mr. DeSantis was polling in the single digits. The conservative lawmaker said that he didn't have a clear path to victory when announcing the end of his campaign. His departure now leaves Nikki Haley as Trump's only significant rival. The Florida governor added that he was endorsing Mr. Trump because it had become clear that a majority of Republican primary voters want to give Donald Trump another chance. Mr. Trump has not yet responded to the news. Do you guys think he's going to actually be the one who represents the Republicans?
Yes, I think he's going to win as well.
Serious?
Yeah.
Think he'll be Biden?
Biden's not winning. Biden's like an AI
Biden's
robot.
not alive.
Okay, Brent. Because I didn't want to be the one to say it. That man is AI. He's not real. Looks fake too.
He's IA. There's no life in there.
Yeah. I actually think that Trump is... Such a character. Trump is going to be the next president.
All right. Well, it's going to be some
Watch his face.
interesting times, you know.
Yeah, because I remember when he went the first time, I remember I was doing American politics at uni at the time, and in my class, I was the only one who said he's going to win. We had like a little bet going on. A man won. Should have bet first in my exams. That's what I say it. But yeah, I think he's going to win again.
Well, next headline brings us back to the UK, where Nicola Sturgeon is facing demands to deliver a personal statement in Holyrood on whether she deleted all WhatsApp messages relevant to the UK COVID inquiry. So the Scottish Liberal Democrat leader, Alex Cole-Hamilton, accused Ms Sturgeon of deceiving bereaved families after the inquiry was told on Friday that messages sent and received by the former SNP leader had been erased. He has now written to Sturgeon to demand that she faces scrutiny in the Scottish Parliament. Ms Sturgeon is due to give evidence to the UK COVID inquiry at the end of January. She wrote on X, formerly Twitter, that her informal messages had not been retained on her own devices, but were later obtained and submitted to the inquiry last year. And the last headline takes us to Nigeria, where the Nigerian police have said that they've successfully rescued 5 sisters who were held hostage after they'd been kidnapped in the country's capital. Yeah, man, good news. The girls were freed in a joint police army operation in a forest in northern Nigeria on Saturday night. They were taken from their home in Abuja earlier this month, along with another sister who was later killed. We spoke about that last week. And the kidnappers had demanded a ransom for their release, but the statement made no mention of whether they were actually paid. The case of the Al-Qadira sisters prompted widespread anger in the country, with many arguing that the kidnapping emergency has continued despite government promises to bring it to an end. So yes.
So sad, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get into what you say in topic of the day.
All right, so today's topic of the day, potentially lighthearted, which means it won't be lighthearted, but it can be, depending if you guys want it to be, right?
Whatever you want to do in it.
But I thought, let's try and mix it up a bit. It was going to be a bit more straightforward, but I thought, you know what? Let's see if people can use some, what's the word? I don't know. Put their agenda into
Razzle
it.
dazzle.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
All of that stuff, right? So, there's some makeshift cards on the table, yeah?
the ghetto.
Girl.
Okay.
Yes. It can't be seen by the camera, can it?
No, but
That's
guys, it's
right.
ghetto.
I'm
It
going
looks,
to
it
show
looks
them.
very good.
I want to show them. I want you to see
You let them know where it came from.
what this guy believes is a card.
Moving
There
like we
you
don't
go.
get investments over here.
This.
It's ridiculous.
This piece of cardboard.
Do you know what's from, Gina? From the plantain
Do
crisp
you know
box.
what I was about to say? The plantain crisp box.
Okay,
This
this
is
your
your
game?
This is your king. This is your man.
okay.
The BOE.
We have to be resourceful.
Listen,
You know what I'm
this
saying?
game is
Cost of
sponsored
living.
by Oli Oli and them. The plantain
man.
crisp guys. And then man.
All right. So basically, in this particular thing, yeah, the topic of the day is the one thing I would change is right. So it could be about a particular thing, whatever it
Ask
is.
me that on a Monday morning, boy.
So it could be lighthearted, it could be whatever. Yeah. Initially, I was thinking, you know what? Let's just say we start with Gina. Gina just says, "Oh, the one says a particular topic. Let's just say religion," and then it passed on to me, and I have to say the one thing I'll change about it, type thing, and then go around the room.
Okay, so you
and
say what
we
it is
all
then.
discuss.
Okay.
Yeah, but I thought instead of it just being round like this, we can pick numbers randomly, and then it will go to that particular person,
Okay.
and then. As well as you saying that person saying what they would change about it, you also have to say what you would change about it too. You know what I'm saying? Let me just get a little discussion about.
So have you written stuff on the cards?
No, just the numbers.
Just numbers.
So whoever's number it is or turn it is, they will say a particular subject. So it could be religion, it could be very specific about, I don't know, the time you started church, for example. It could be
Okay.
anything, right? So yeah, that's pretty much
Okay.
it. Gina, if you don't mind, can you remove number 5 from the card, please?
Why number 5?
Because there's not 5 of us.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah.
Not being
Yet.
rude, but didn't you know that?
No, I did,
Ramsey's
but
in.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
you see yourself.
You know I'm onto you.
Yeah, this is your.
You know I've
thing,
never
yeah,
actually
this
met him
one.
in person, you know?
Ramsey?
No.
Oh, yeah, you
serious?
haven't.
Never.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he should be
He's
here.
a lovely guy.
He's a terrorist.
He's on. He
No, don't do
antagonizes E-man like you do.
What? Antagonizers.
Yeah, so
we're
you
gonna
you
be-
like him. Yeah, you girl gonna get right along. Tell you that.
Love that.
Lovely, wholesome man.
All
Wholesome
right.
married man.
There
And
you
father.
go.
No, it's the fact that she said, "Lovely married." I'm thinking, girl, I ain't trying to shoot my shot.
No, I just
no,
think
but
'cause I
I'm laughing because it was like, you know what it's like. I'm just giving you the heads up, girl. He
Yeah.
married. He got
Oh no,
kids.
it's because I love how he really is such a wholesome married man. Like I love his views on the relationships and stuff. That's why, girl.
Yes, there you go. So, in fact, Gina, yeah, we'll start with you. So,
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise.
So done.
okay, so you'll be number 1, Brent, you're number 2.
I don't know the rules. I wasn't listening.
You never listen.
It's
Ever.
because when you explain stuff, I'm doing things. Innit?
That's
cool.
nice.
Um,
It's called multitasking. If you
Gina,
don't
what energy did you wake up on today?
know. Wait, I'm not on smoke.
You're started.
No, you are awake.
I am, you know.
You're not on smoke. You're alert. Like you're awake.
This is good. Let's keep it this way, man. I love this energy.
It's interesting because if I clip it up, you still won't share it because you. probably
No,
look
hold
angry
on.
and
No,
decide to
the
clip
only
it.
reason why
she and Mars go together.
No,
Why
don't
did Mars
touch
come
me. Don't touch me. I just said, I'm trying to clean up. No, wait, man. Trying to clean up my image this year, okay? Damage control. And I watched it and I thought, it's giving too much aggression. Do you know what? The other day I was on the phone. Sorry, this is so off topic, yeah. But my friend called me and he was with a girl that he's trying to pursue, right? And she was so softly. She was such a. I just said, I need a change.
No, but you know what it is,
She
Gina? I
was
hear
so
it, yeah.
softly spoke. She was so like, yeah. And I just thought, wow. She
Do you know
is
what? I
so
actually have that thought as well.
the opposite
sometimes.
of me, and I was like, I'm too fucking a family man. I need to reduce it.
Do you know, I have that exact thought as you, but I just realised that I am soft in spaces where I am allowed to be soft.
No, but Esther,
But
you're
it's
not
difficult in this
I'm a-
room because people will piss me off.
I know, but the thing is, I'm attracting the energy I put out there is what I'm saying because I'm a thug.
Gosh.
You know,
Thug life.
so I'm like, maybe it's time to like rebrand, but I'm not gonna. It's not gonna work. It's who I am at my
It's
core.
difficult. I think it's
It
difficult.
literally is who I am at my core. I can't
Depending on
be
where you are.
I can't be any other. I can't be a softly spoken, sat down, prim and proper. Really, you know what I mean?
You know you are.
elegant. What?
Like you actually, like you don't have energy for every single thing. Conversations with you are very chilled. It's just when you're
When I'm
passionate about something.
yeah. When I'm
that's out the
passionate,
window.
it's when I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh. Just check. No,
No,
because
I've experienced your tenderness, so I agree with Esther.
Yeah. I feel like everyone can be. It's just people that are random.
I know, but then I feel like the perception that the world has of me.
Yeah, see, I've had to make my peace with that.
Because of platforms like this.
I've had to make my peace.
Is that you know what I mean?
I've literally, when I tell you, I've had to sit down and have a think about it. And I made my peace with it because I realized that what people think I'm the complete opposite. But I find it funny. Because I know on here how I come across, right? In my real life, I don't like talking. I like silence a lot. I am quiet. I keep to myself. I don't like socializing. It's the complete opposite of everything here. Yeah. And I have peace in that because I know me. And so does my Jesus.
You go, girl.
That's it. So happy Monday, everybody.
All right. All right, Brett, I'm going to say the thing again, yeah?
Yes.
So basically, we've got some four cards on the table. When Ramsey comes, make it 5. Basically, everyone's going to have, let's just say, a specific topic. It could be about religion, for example, or it could be very specific. It could be about, I don't know, the time you start church, for example, right? And that person will have it in mind or whatever. Pick a card, and whatever number that belongs to, like that number is assigned to that person in the room, they would then give the one thing or one thing about that particular thing. They would change, and then it'll go back to the person who had the topic in the first place.
Okay.
And then we kind of go around the room.
Okay.
So yeah, we just start. Gina, you're number 1. Brent, you're 2. I'm 3. Esther's 4. Gina, do you mind shuffling the 4 cards, please? You know.
What are you shuffling for? Are the cards labelled?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
With what?
Numbers. I just wrote.
Why are we shuffling if we know the numbers that we've been assigned?
No, because she's gonna pick one at random, and then.
And that person was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's really complicated.
It's me
on
trying to
Monday
shuffle
morning.
them like their cards. For me.
Have you got something in mind? A topic in mind? Or anyone can start. I can start.
I think you should start.
Okay, cool.
So what does
You
you
can
pick a
clear
number?
this
I'll pick one. All right. Everyone knows the number, though, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, what would you change?
Sorry.
Yeah. So I don't know the number.
Why have you picked? Oh, yeah, because that
Yeah.
person goes first. Sorry,
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
think, okay, yeah.
Because otherwise you could kind of direct it.
I was thinking that, yeah.
All right. What would you change about driving in this country?
More.
Oh.
You know, I'm never got.
All right, can I give you more than one? Because I got hella.
I got a monologue.
But it may not be you.
Oh yeah,
I got a monologue.
Only one person.
Yeah, but
boring.
I guess, no, we can.
it
obviously
boring?
we can go around the room. We can go around the room.
Oh,
Okay.
I just laughed myself. So basically, I'm gonna let you guys into a little context about my giggling.
okay.
So there was a comment that just appeared on the chat from
Yeah.
TDA fan, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen this person typing before in my life in the chat.
Yeah.
But they normally, religiously, constantly send us fantastic emails with topics and stuff.
Oh, lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on Friday, this diligent, hardworking person sent me a whole set of tweets, because they obviously found their receipts, about other people, white people,
Yeah.
calling white girls,
The UK Beast.
yeah,
Okay.
one after the other, and it spanned from just a couple months to Q1 last year. Do you
Okay.
understand? So it was
Yeah.
a period of time, and I told them I'm going to bring it up
Yeah.
on the pod, obviously for like a callback type of thing.
Yeah.
But I was going to do it on Wednesday.
Because I wasn't gonna be here. Why? Why did you do on Wednesday?
I didn't want to basically poke anything.
No, you're not poking. I'm a soft-spoken girl. What do you mean? I'm a soft-spoken
She
girl.
is a feline.
Excuse me.
No.
No, you ain't gotta do all of that. You ain't, no, baby, you ain't gotta do that. Let me put the camera on me.
She said, put the camera on me.
So the conversation on Friday, was it Friday? It was Friday, wasn't it? Yeah, the conversation on Friday was not denying that other women are not called UK beasts. I remember saying that to Margs plenty of times, that that's not about how the word started, anything like that. The point we were making was that
a racist term.
this is it. And we were saying, and I remember saying as well that with black men, as a black man, why would you want to call a black woman UK beast when you know the connotations behind beast? When you think of the word beast, what characteristics do you think of it? Those are the same characteristics that's been used on black men and black women. I was also saying that because Marx was saying how, white men use it on white women, blah, blah, it's used for everybody. But I was saying, as a black woman, if you're only around black men, and black men are the one that call you that.
You're not going to know that it's in other spaces. I don't have conversations with these white men that you speak of.
Yeah, so no one said that it was a thing where other people weren't getting called that. But again, we were minding our culture's business. And so that was where we're going with it. So, I hope that answers your question. Receipt collector.
So, driving in the UK.
Yes.
So
who did you pick? Came to number 2.
Me.
You.
Yes. So it could be anything though.
What do I not like about driving in the UK?
God knew to give that to Brent, Me and Chyna would be here forever.
Put that back in there, thank you.
Can I hand it over to somebody else?
Okay, cool.
It's because you don't drive.
Because
That's why.
I don't drive.
Okay, I got a lot to say. Sorry.
Okay, Chyna, go on.
Is this Michael? Number 1. This don't really affect me that much, because I don't live in. Luckily for me and where I am right now, we don't really have that many 20-mile-per-hour roads in like D side.
Oh, it's killing me.
Right? You lot that live in like London. Remember, I'm London borough of. Sorry. We're good over. I'm lying to you, man. We don't have. We ain't got that problem. It's only when I'm like in London. Like driving in Hackney drives me up the wall. Are you rude?
It's a lot.
What? I might as well walk because I walk faster. Than 20
when a
miles per hour.
cyclist is pedaling faster than you in the car.
I naturally, I'm a fast walker. I promise you, I can walk 20 miles per hour. Like BFFR. That is annoying.
You know them? Have you seen them Olympians when they?
Yeah. I think that's
hips
something.
swaying and shit.
I think that's a sport that I would be really good in.
I think it looks so
brilliant.
but the legs
Look at
look very
Jericho.
wobbly.
Don't annoy me.
The legs look like this. I'm sorry. The way the legs move, it gives me the ick. I'll be sorry.
I could do that. What else about driving do I not like? I don't like that. It is irresponsible to be on the phone when you drive. I hear it.
Yeah.
I really do. It's very irresponsible.
Yeah.
But cut me some slack is what I'm saying. That's what I'm going to say. I remember when we left here one time. We left here one time. And we get to the shopping line. He pulls up next to me.
Stop it.
And he's like, you're on your phone. I thought, move,
Sorry,
man.
Dad.
Literally. Like, just leave me alone. Cool. There
so
is
funny.
that. What else about driving do I not like? I didn't know. Obviously, I only found out on the pod that it's illegal to sleep in your car.
Yeah, with the key.
So
Yeah,
I
with
can't.
the engine started.
So I can't keep warm.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again.
In this -5 conditions.
I think that's really silly.
That's really out of order.
I actually think
Bang
it's
out of
dumb.
order that.
I genuinely think it's a dumb rule. I also think, all these doubles.
So,
double
I think that's actually a good rule.
Wow.
One time I was at the gym, and I wasn't ready to get out of the car. I was trying to sort something out, Sorry, there was someone basically walking, trying to just go in. I'm in my slot, in my parking slot, right? But I didn't realize my foot was on the accelerator.
So I was making those noises.
Making bad noises. Because my music is playing loud, I can't hear it.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize my foot was literally rested on, and the poor person looked to petrify. And then when I clocked that, to turn it off, and I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. So yeah, maybe they don't want people's foot accidentally slipping and you go.
Maybe.
Because imagine you're sleeping and you accidentally
that's
hit the gear or whatever, and then now your foot is on it.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Central London. I mean, just parking in general. Like, parking's too expensive. It just doesn't make any sense.
The fines.
The
I'm done with
fines, like parking fines. Like, I don't mind. Like, do you know what I loved? Okay, so when I was in uni, parking fines were £30 in Manchester. So if I got a parking fine, it was £30, no skin off my nose. I can deal with that. And to be honest, if in my head I'm like, you know what? Let me just get the parking fine because it's convenient. I'll pay the £30. I spent £30 on worse things. Like, Just, you know what I mean? Like, just,
Girl,
I think
that
it's
was £90 if you pay within 14 days.
I think it's just daylight robbery. It's really stupid.
Yeah.
Also, I was literally about to say something that's gone out of my head. All these new things that you like in that. Why do you have to pay to get? Like, you're gonna make people pay to get through Blackwall Tunnel. Like, that tunnel is the ghetto anyway.
£4 each way.
right?
I'm sickened by
It's
that.
not a convenient route. It's like just make Britain great again, guys.
Not me.
Nah, because what
That's
the
next
hell?
year, the Blackwall Tunnel thing.
Because it doesn't, Esther.
That's next year, innit?
It's stupid.
I'm not too
Yeah, I'm not
sure.
being,
Which
I'm not being
means-
funny.
Yeah.
If
Which
we're
means
here,
the traffic is going to, like,
if we're still here, obviously.
I mean,
God
I ain't got
willing
that
not.
problem.
But if we're here, Stephen, I have news for you. I might dash into my contract. Hell no. £4 each way.
Crazy. It's crazy.
That's £8 a day. That's rude.
Ridiculous.
Mine is about people that don't signal before they turn. So you know people that drive and then they signal just as they're about to turn. You're a twat. Also, twats are the little motorcyclists, the delivery guys, the Ubers and the Deliveroos and whatnot, using their phones whilst on such a little vehicle. Like the wind yesterday would have slapped you lot to Timbuktu. But here you are in traffic, slowing down because you're having to look at your phone. Sir, park up. Old people, I don't know. Some of you shouldn't really be behind the wheel.
Do you think they should make people above 60 retake their test?
Might be a lot of anxiety. You know, might give some hard things. I think they should make the test. They should just have to do the basics.
Okay.
I think
But-
a refresher's course.
A refresher's course.
Not a test.
Not
but,
a test, a refresher's
But
course.
it's mandatory that you do the refresher's course.
Yeah, but also though, maybe they need to make the signs bigger because grandma, why are we driving 10 when we're in the 30? Why are we doing 50? Like, if you want to be safe, don't drive. Get your grandkids to drive you then. Because this is wasting my time. And then when you overtake them, acting all confused. Acting all startled like you just knocked on their door.
I don't
Anyway.
want to age, you know. When I think about it, yeah.
People are so mean to old people.
I don't
not
want to,
nice.
because you don't have tolerance for them.
Yeah, but
a
depends
lot
what kind of
people-
old person you are. Are you a
But-
nuisance when you're old?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Or
I
you
don't.
sharp and alert?
I want to be an on-job, active,
Oh, yeah.
like on site,
Okay. No, you don't have to fight.
Imagine.
You don't walk in stick.
on site, as in like she
Why
don't
did you know
play.
me? Oh, trying to tap throats.
No, like with my walking stick. That's what I want. I want to be on
Imagine.
job. I literally want to be.
You know,
like,
in cartoons, yeah, when they have the old people, when like a young kid does something to the old lady, I can't remember what show I'm thinking of, and the old person gets like a walking stick, just starts hitting them
Yeah,
with the head.
yeah, yeah.
That's you.
100%.
Put tea.
I just, you know what? I don't want people to look at me and think, oh, because she's aged, yeah, like
Yeah, I can
take the mick out of
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
I want you to know that my smoke is even bigger because I'm old
'Cause I'm
now.
old.
Literally.
What are you making a scene? My friend, just sit
Literally.
down. Morning.
Morning. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
that's
I
the driving one. Okay, what's next?
Yo, I've just realised, yo, that thing that Ben puts up is sick, you know.
the
It's
cartoons.
proper, innit?
Yeah.
Do you know, the other day when we was here, I zoomed in and I was just like, I don't look like that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm joking.
Have you seen the one on Twitter? Because
No.
it's really cool. It's like we've got a little gift.
Nice to finally meet
Yeah.
you. I know. I was telling them.
That's one.
What's going on? Morning. Sorry I'm late,
Morning.
man. I hate the tube, man. Oh my god.
Well, that's his. You started right in the game.
Oh
That's the
my
game we're playing
God.
this morning.
You said cars, yeah? Driving. All right, where do I start? South London, we got 20 miles everywhere. Not that I stick to it, allegedly.
Do you have the flower pots as well?
Yeah,
what
they tried
is-
to block
that's
some road,
even
putting
wor-
some stupid
No,
the
the flower
plants
pots
there.
is even worse.
Listen,
Oh,
it's gotten worse now. I got a taxi from work. They blocked off all the side roads, and now you need a permit to drive through that road.
I got one of those one time. I was on my way to the gym as well. You know the ones where it's like school
Oh,
thingies?
but
No,
certain hours.
now you just need there's no time. It's all day.
You just need a permit now.
All day to drive through that road.
Because you live there, is that what they're saying? So if you live,
Yeah.
if you live in that area, you have access to that road. If you don't, you can't go down that
Exactly. And Jules. Sadiq Khan needs to get out of here.
I've been
Team Tory
telling
like
you.
you, man.
Well,
You said it, not me.
all right. I think for me, car insurance, you know.
Oh,
road. Yeah.
I think insurance is the biggest scam, to be fair.
I
it
think
is
so.
the biggest scam.
Is it me, yeah? Or is this... Was there a time in life where you didn't have to... Where insurance wasn't mandatory? Am I getting it wrong?
No, people just live like
Yeah,
that.
That was E-man, allegedly.
we behaved like it was, allegedly.
But it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't what?
As in, we behave like it wasn't mandatory.
Are you sure?
It's always been
because I
mandatory.
feel like growing up, my older brother, like I'm sure.
No, that was
No,
how
we're
they
not
functioned.
snitching.
No, that was how they functioned.
It's a time ago. This is a very long
But that's
time
how they
ago.
functioned
But I'm
back
very,
then.
I'm very
Yeah, cars were
sure.
like £5 as well.
I'm
so.
just like,
But even back then,
I don't remember you having insurance
people prioritized insurance over the license. Some better people had insurance, but
and no
didn't have
license, innit?
Yeah.
To be fair,
And
you
he
know
was
my
fine.
dad. Do you know my dad? Yeah, I'm snitching.
Poor man.
My dad's never had a UK license. Yeah, and for years, I'm talking over like a very long time.
Yeah.
very, very, very long time.
That's what they used to do back
Was
in the
just
day.
driving in London without a license. Yeah, and then he got
Oh,
he finally got caught.
That's so awkward.
And I found it so funny because I was like, wait, you've been driving for like 25 years without a license, and obviously he's old, isn't it? Come on.
I'd be annoyed, you know. And I
Like,
bet it wasn't even a
literally.
trip I was meant to take. I just thought, let me just go.
And he finally
And I got caught.
I couldn't believe it. I thought, wow, you. But I thought you had a good run though.
Did he get fined?
I don't remember what happened, but I think at the time he was trying to even claim that it was his son, like he was his
Okay.
son. You know them ones.
Sorry. Yeah, insurance is such a scam. My insurance is due renew every January.
Oh my gosh, mine's February.
Mine, yeah, they put my price up by like 40 something pounds.
£40.
Yeah, I was paying 90.
Can I be honest?
Yeah,
and,
40 something.
and you're crying.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Come on.
Sorry,
I thought you
No,
meant
per
yeah,
month. No,
yeah.
per month. So
So it's like
it was
over
higher.
£400 a year.
It was 100%. Then I called them and I was anyway, I got someone cheaper. They were like, oh, we can't do anything. I said, I'm about to leave. They were like,
Bye.
the woman was like to me, she's like, I'll be real with you. She said, if you find something cheaper, just go because none of the price. She said the prices are not going to come down.
Yeah.
She said, I've applied every discount I can possibly do for you, and it's still rude. She was like, between you and I said, God, don't you know this phone call's being recorded? I'm gonna get fired. Anyway, I
Man
packed my bag
want
and
to
I
buy
left.
£1,000.
It's mad.
It's crazy.
I've heard a lot of people, a lot of my friends who have Range Rovers are all like,
Yeah.
they're packing them in now because
Yeah, I think the Range Rovers, they got a higher premium because
Yeah.
they get stolen a lot.
and a lot of insurance companies apparently now are no longer even insuring them. It's not
that's
worth the
true.
risk.
Really?
Yeah, because they get stolen all the time.
Why though?
Because they're very easy to steal, apparently.
And the manufacturer's not fault. Let's do something about it.
Nope.
They don't give a damn.
People are getting, and people, thieves are getting more smart. Love that for them.
Who's going?
I don't. Thieves.
I love for
It's a
them.
damn shame.
They're
I love
getting
for them
smarter,
to use my
innit?
vehicle.
So,
I don't like a thief.
I don't, yeah, but you know what happened to me, yeah?
Unless it's thing that gets me on like a.
I did
somewhere.
think, yeah, I was very impressed. Although I was annoyed and upset, I did think, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think you guys had it in you. So I'm actually.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking.
I'm actually
Yeah,
impressed.
yeah.
I was impressed, and I was like, your ringleader has to be Nigerian. Ghanaians don't have it in them. They don't. I do not believe that was a Ghanaian ring. I believe it was a Nigerian
I
one.
rate the way you're dealing with it though.
No, do you know why I have to?
You're a glass half full kind of girl. Love that for you.
I'm really not yet, but do you know what it like? What can I do?
I'd
That's
be
true, actually.
raging.
Yeah, I was.
The whole year will be
But
done.
how long?
2024.
No.
How you cancel 2024 the 2nd of
No,
January?
I did cancel January is cancelled though. Like my year's gonna start 1st of Feb. Like Happy New Year!
Yeah.
100%.
I
Every-
think I've devoted my life to find them.
do you know what it is? Yeah, so I spoke to my cousin.
is-
No,
such a
do you know how much
character,
money she lost out on? I would devote everything.
But I spoke to my cousin the other day and he was just like, why didn't you tell me? Do you know what it is with me? I'm going to be honest, yeah. I realised that I'm very, I handle things in such an interesting manner
Yeah.
because my cousin was like, he called me from Ghana. He was like, wait. He was like, everybody knew your phone got taken, yeah. But he was like, why didn't you... Even
Finish the story.
my mum didn't know, right? Because, I can't bother to hear everyone's opinion. I hate that kind of stuff. So I just only, my inner circle knew what was going on. And then he was just like, oh, but we would have tracked them down. We would have beat them. I said, okay. And after you beat them, do I get the money back? I'm not going to get it back. I don't care about you beating someone in front of me.
Satisfaction, Gino.
It's not though.
Nah, but I swear
Because
that,
can I be honest? Because my satisfaction is beating you to the point of almost no return. That's bad.
But that's it. That was
No, but I don't think they would have just beat them empty-handed. Nigerians will make you return that money.
Esther.
Like you would
That's true.
in my face, and they'll be watching the money come back into your bank account. There's no way you're gonna just beat someone and that's it. You have to give them the money back.
And can I be honest? And this is why. Why are you looking at me like that? You haven't even let me land.
I'm not saying anything.
No, you know what it was? Secretly as well, yeah, I did think, oh, like, you guys in Africa, like, you needed more than me. So, God
I rate it. I
is
wish-
using me as a vessel.
I wish I was like that.
Like, insurance, hopefully, like, I'll get it back in. Do you know what I mean? So I just thought, I just couldn't be bothered. So, and you know what? it's money in it. Money comes and goes. I've still got health. Like there's other. I didn't want it to consume me and me like make a big song and dance about money. Do you know what I mean? I thought God's gonna bless me in tenfold if I just. Right. So that's why I've kind of been a bit relaxed about it. But you know the Arthur fist. Best believe every moment I was just like. But yeah,
That's good for you, man. I even thinking about it.
It's annoying. Definitely annoying.
Nah, God bless you, man. That's sick.
Thanks, amen.
That's hard.
Oh, can you add number 5?
I did it
Oh,
as soon as you walked in. Did it.
All right, we're gonna go round. Brent, your turn.
All
So,
right.
have something in mind and then pick a card.
Got one.
Pick a card, any card.
Don't look at the number.
Oh,
It's too late. I know what the number. Oh, you
I'm
got
not
two.
supposed- I'm not supposed to
No,
look at the
no.
number.
It's meant to be a random something.
But I'm choosing it, no?
Yeah, but you don't know what you're choosing.
But if I look
Yeah, but he
at
didn't-
it, I know.
he
Now
didn't-
you start making a scene.
You're making-
Brent, what were you gonna say?
Just
Right, what's your thing? Doesn't matter.
One.
What's your topic?
Drake.
What about
Oh,
Drake?
okay.
That's the question. What would you change about Drake?
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Who's number one?
Isn't
I'm
that-
number
is that the
one.
question?
Chyna.
Yeah. I would change. Alright, cool. Don't get offended, yeah.
I'm not Drake.
He gives me
It's
Drake.
Kanye
I
and
can't-
Kyrie
what
he
is it?
gets offended about.
She was talking to light-skinned people.
What? Did you say he was talking about the light skin people? You're an idiot. Drake gives me the biggest ick. I'm sorry. The reason being,
That ain't a shocker.
I've said it before.
sorry.
I just hate how he begs the UK. Like, it's just, you don't even go here.
Okay.
Like, that's one thing I would change. I think
Yeah.
if I was going to change anything about him, it would be stop begging to be from Britain. Like, it's okay. It's honestly, it's so annoying.
Can I chime in on this one, please?
Go, you
So
can.
basically, right, I saw this TikTok yesterday, actually, because I feel the same, right, in terms of Drake. Like, I feel like I've always said if I don't hear another song from Drake, it will be too soon. Like, I feel suffocated by Drake.
Anita
really
Max
do.
Win.
It's a what?
What? Yeah, what was that? Do that again?
Anita Max Win.
What's that?
What is that?
Seen that?
No.
What accent was that?
First of all,
First of all,
That's Drake.
oh, see, I started listening to him a long
That's
time
his
ago.
alter ego. I'm surprised you ain't seen that.
No,
see.
I can't. I couldn't see that.
see, even a
Right,
man,
I could not
even
see
a
that.
man, sorry, even a man having an alter ego is.
I
Well,
couldn't
that's what-
see that.
Sorry, but sorry.
That's
interrupted.
a physical ass. I can't see that. Jeremy, why have you got all the in? But basically, so with Drake here,
Daddy.
so for me, I think the last Drake project I actually enjoyed was Nothing Was the Same.
Yeah, and that was
That
very,
was a
very
last
long time
one.
ago.
Yes.
That was
Yeah.
the
That
was
last
his
one.
best
I
album.
Yeah, it was.
Best.
Yeah.
He ain't beat it.
Nothing for me. Nothing's topped it since.
Yep.
I haven't cared to find out anything. I just can't anymore.
100%.
But basically, I was listening to I saw a TikTok yesterday, and this girl was like a proper Drake fan and whatnot. And she was saying how there's a lot of Drake fans at the moment that are like kind of just sick of him as well, and they're kind of done. But she actually analysed it, and it made me feel bad for him. So she basically said how when we met Drake here, Drake was this like lover guy, da 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 da. Then she started breaking down lyrics and stuff. She was like how, so basically everyone knows that with Drake, he started collecting like really expensive handbags for his future wife and like Birkins and stuff like that. Right? I think it's a great gesture. I hope my man's doing that somewhere.
Did he?
Yeah, he was. So you know that he was collecting Birkins, and not like the basic. I'm talking about the
Exclusive stuff.
upper, the one the real housewives of Beverly Hills and stuff have. So basically, he made a thing say he was collecting them for his future wife, blah blah. And she was saying how that was Drake in his lover era when he was, and she said a lot of his lyrics, even the whole "Just Hold On, We're Going Home" and whatnot. The lyrics is about like finding his girl, loving her right, and like that just it's all lover. And then she said how basically, so last year I reported on this where he started giving the Birkins away, and she was like, we're seeing his music and we're saying his music has changed is because we're watching somebody now who's kind of like heartbroken, who is not found that love. And so essentially we're watching somebody who had so much excitement and was looking forward and hope for love. And now that it's like that light is being sucked away from him and whatnot. And so that's why he even got to the point of giving the Birkin. So she was like, when people were like, oh, he's giving a Birkin, I want to go to a show so I can get a Birkin and whatnot. She said for her, it was actually sad because it's like this thing that he took so much pride in collecting for his partner. It's almost as if he doesn't feel like he's going to get that anymore. So now he's just kind of getting rid of it and stuff like that. And it just made me really sad. She was saying how like the phase, she's like, oh, she didn't know what phase is next in terms of his grieving and whatnot. And obviously in the lyrics as well, she was saying how his lyrics have changed from like, oh, I want to love you and I want to da whatever. I better find your loving, all that kind of stuff. To now,
Bend
you
that
know,
ass over. Let that coochie breathe. Hands on your knees.
do you know what I mean? So she was saying how like his lyrics is kind of changed, like kind of like future lyrics now. So she was saying it's just very sad. And then she said how she doesn't know what the next phase is, but hopefully he might, find love, or he might just be in a place where he's of acceptance and just kind of figure out who he was. I also saw something else though from somebody else totally different. How they said how basically Drake has kind of gone out sad because he actually noticed on the same thread. People were kind of contributing to that conversation, and they're basically saying how with Drake here, like obviously when he came, he's a bit of a neek.
No,
Right?
he is a neek.
But then because he became Drake, by being Drake, he was this cool guy. But then it's like this persona people have of you and who you really are different.
He's
and
actually
so
a
he starts, so he starts to embody what he thinks that cool guy is, but it just makes him look even neakier.
And that's what the ick is for me.
And
Like,
yes,
I can
yeah.
see straight through it because I know that it's not
Exactly.
genuine and authentic.
Exactly.
I'm a neek. I would rather accept you in your neekiest form. Because
When
it's
did
who
you
you
become
are.
a neek?
Huh?
When did you become a neek?
I am. I have very neaky tendencies.
Attendance.
I do.
Right,
Anyway,
shut up.
I've got range, so don't know about y'all.
Talk about it. But yeah, so basically, so it feels like, I feel like with him, it's like, I've kind of noticed a bit where I feel like he didn't really know himself. But I feel bad for people like that because I'm very pro, like, find yourself and all that kind of stuff. So now I feel bad for Drake. So long live Drake. And and I pray he finds himself and who he wants to be and whatnot. And it's very difficult to love somebody, yeah. Try to kiss her on stage. I'm talking about Rihanna. Tries to lips her on stage, she curves it. Then it's so embarrassing. And then she goes on and now she's flourishing, 2 kids, maybe 3 down. And you're still there. Nicki Minaj, Eva, was like, you're my brother. Keep you out my brother. It's been a lot, man. I feel like he's fighting a battle between who I want to be, who I actually am.
You're fighting a Drake fight hard.
Huh?
You're fighting a Drake fight hard.
And do you know what? Do you know what's so mad? Do you know what's so mad? This is all from one TikTok yesterday because I've never. Drake is not even in my thingy playlist. I think it's only there because it's got the song Chris Brown, No Guidance. That's the only time I listen to that song.
No
Chris
guidance.
That's it. Because Chris
All the
Brown.
songs.
Because Chris Brown, honey. But Drake is not on my playlist.
I hate that song.
But I feel bad for him now because it's
You
difficult.
really have.
Okay.
So big up Drake, man. I got time for Drake.
Trust me.
Mr. Aubrey Graham.
To preface what I'm going to say, he is really good. You can't deny his
what?
accolades.
100% talent, man.
Oh, yeah,
we know.
Can't. But let me get all that pleasantry shit out of the way. He's a neek.
So you gave one pleasantry.
That's a big
So
pleasantry.
all that pleasantry.
He's up there. If he's
all
not,
the compliments.
I understand him being in a lot of people's top 5, right? In regards to
Top 5 what?
I don't know,
Rappers.
say
Rappers.
artists. I can even say artists.
Artist. That man is not a rapper.
But on the other side of him is that he, not only is he's a neek, the money's only exacerbated his insecurities. He just does weird stuff. Like why are you
is he
kissing a girl
pouting?
on stage that doesn't want to kiss you?
He's always pouting in the mirror.
Oh my days, look at me starting
Especially
his
the Essex
selfies.
And
housewife.
I saw a picture of him the other day when he's like standing there and the head, everything. And I thought,
Why are you doing this?
Hey, do you remember that picture of him laughing in Rihanna's ear in the club?
No.
He's like mouth wide open, like
Yeah, he was laughing
cackling
for it,
in the
like,
woman's
it was-
ear. That's one of the funniest pictures of Drake ever. But if one thing I could change about Drake is I want him to start making conceptual albums and stop making albums that just have hits, because he stopped doing it because of Kendrick. Because nothing was the same, and I think Good Kid dropped around the same time. Ever since Good Kid dropped, he stopped making conceptual albums because no one's touching Kendrick. Do you think about it? After like an album that has a message,
a story,
a message
Good Kid,
or
Mad
story.
City is a crazy album. bro.
Crazy, crazy. But I want him to just get back to rapping and just being hungry again.
Mine's actually similar to that. I think mine would be to kind of reduce the amount of softness that goes into the music, right? And just make an album just rap.
And go back to like
He doesn't even need the conceptual types. Just like a solid
just like
album.
Ninth Wonder producers.
Not even that. To be
No, but I want that. I want Ninth Wonder
I want
producers.
another
I'm
one
like,
back.
no.
Please,
Oh,
I'm tired.
So Far Gone is the Drake I would want back if he's doing that soft shit. But if I want the rap stuff, I want to go because he was a big fan of
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
you know what I'm
What's his
talking
name?
about?
Yeah,
The
from Little
minstrel
Brother.
show, man. What are they called again? Little Brother.
Yeah, Fonte.
Yes, Fontaine,
Yeah.
man. I just want that kind of rap back. I don't want.
But he's long gone past that. That was even
Yeah.
before his first album.
Yeah, because he keeps on getting up with all these young kids. That song he done
Yeah,
with
there's that as well.
Sexy Red was crazy, but
He keeps.
it's keeping him young.
It's
But
not.
that's the thing, though.
No,
not.
it is. It's
The
keeping
song-
him in the
no,
loop.
The
He has
song-
to
the
do
song's
it.
crazy, but it's keeping him
Oh, you talking
relevant.
about dating them
That's
or
what I'm saying.
collaborating with
It's-
them?
Oh, collaborating with them.
Oh, I was about the young girls who keep dating.
No, it's keeping
That's
him,
what I said, it's
it's
not
keeping him
keeping him
relevant,
Yeah.
and he's tapping
I
into
understand
Gen
it.
Z's and
Just crap.
who's
Yeah.
after Gen Z,
I
X.
don't even know. I don't know.
Whoever they are.
There's Gen something.
But-
Zizes,
Yeah, he's just it's keeping him relevant, and obviously that's gonna give him a lot more longevity in his career, and I get it. But I think, do you know what it is for me? I think it's maybe range, isn't it? Like, give it like, still like catering to like your old fans or like the fans that have been there from day. And like, do you know what I mean? Just giving everybody a bit of you, because you have different fans that like you for different reasons. So if you can tap into every single one, I think you're winning.
Do you know? I think for me as well, I think he just needs to be himself. Like I love when artists make what they want to make. People are gonna like it because you can tell that there's authenticity there. But when you're doing things that are not you, trying to sound like Future, but we know you ain't got Future game. Trying to sound like this person, but you know you're not that person. Do you know what I mean? Like, just be you and do what you want to do. And people who, if they like it, they like it. If they don't like it, then that's fine. But stop trying to impress people, man. What a tough life.
To drop an album and Bad Bunny has the hardest verse of your whole album is crazy.
What album's that?
The latest one.
I don't know what it's called.
What's that one?
Oh, but I heard it and I heard Bad Bunny's verse and I was like, yeah, he killed that.
This is not true.
It's true. The whole album's dead. Bad Bunny killed that album.
So this is an album separate to the 21 Savage one, yeah?
Yeah, this one's his latest
21.
one.
Okay,
Let me find a few
I'm
now.
out of the loop, man.
I'll find
But
a few.
while you're looking for that, Brent, because Brent's the one that actually put Drake forward there. Brent, what's your answer?
What I want to change about Drake?
Yes.
I want him to be more light skinned because it's rattling all of you.
Who's y'all?
What does that mean?
Who's y'all?
Well, before you saw that TikTok, I saw that TikTok too. And she did say, hey, I might be making all this up.
Yeah, she did. But you know me.
She was
pulled at
very
my heartstrings.
convincing. Because
Very
obviously
convincing.
she was there dropping and reciting bars and
Yeah,
stuff.
she got me,
All
boy.
of this.
Oh, for all the dogs.
But and she said, I just want you to heal.
Yeah.
So right
And you know
now-
me, I'm pro healing.
Yeah, this is it. This
Love a
is it.
healing.
Yeah, Koi put me onto that. I think
Onto
that particular video.
yeah.
Yeah. And obviously anything that Koi shares, I'm a fan of. So yeah. But I want him to be more light skinned, to just bun all your.
I don't, you
He's the
keep, why
greatest.
are you looking at me?
He's the greatest.
You're only asking.
Men
No, you're
Yeah.
trolling me. Shut up. Shut up.
How could you say that?
Shut up.
Bad Bunny.
The greatest.
What's a
Drake's
Bad
the
Bunny?
greatest.
You say what's a Bad
The
Bunny?
one of the biggest artists
He's like
right
a
now.
Reggaeton.
Yeah.
Oh,
very
reggaeton. You listen to reggaeton.
Reggaeton slaps.
Num-
I bet.
Do
Bad
you
Bad
use
Bunny, yeah.
reggaeton, mister?
Number wise,
I want
he's the
Live
biggest
One to
artist right now.
produce this guy's
One of the
album.
biggest artists right now.
Diverse.
Yeah. Huh? What you say?
You listen to reggaeton.
No, I don't really. I listen to salsa.
So you wanted to cuss him so bad.
Who?
Drake.
No, I just rate Drake. I like his
You wanted
album.
to cuss him so bad that you said in
I like Nothing Was the Same, and that's it.
That one verse,
Oh, also there's features. He killed.
whatever.
His albums weren't great.
Whatever.
But yeah, he's definitely not. I don't watch him like that.
Okay. Brent, can you pass the cards on to
All right.
Gina, please? Oh, Gina's got them actually. Okay, Gina, can you shuffle them and pick one, please?
It's a great game, by the way.
Thank you.
Great content.
I love the
I
cards.
hope you got a thing in your mind. Yeah.
And see, just pick
Bad
one.
Bunny's verse was in Spanish.
Yeah.
Did you understand it?
They might, you don't
No,
need to.
but he
What a
killed it.
hater.
He killed
What's
that.
a
Listen,
hater?
if it wasn't for the legal thing of YouTube, I would say play that shit. He killed it.
That's so
That
funny.
album was doo doo.
I'll be honest with you, the verse being in Spanish and you say it's the best thing ever. You don't know what the guy's talking about. He said, this sounds sick.
Okay,
That album was
I'm
crap.
ready.
Okay.
I want us to stop.
That kind of game. What kind of game? Hello,
Oh, yeah, wait,
That's
I've
the game. She said,
I got it wrong.
she said, here's what's on my heart.
I
She said, here's what's on my heart.
I got it wrong. My bad. Sorry.
That's all right.
Do over. Relationships.
Discuss.
What would you change?
Okay.
Number
the number?
3. Who's number 3? You.
No,
It is.
me.
1, 2, 3.
it is, you know.
Polygyny, innit? Done. That's it.
I want to change that.
We're going to change it. He wants us, he wants everyone to get on it.
Yeah, change all New York's mindset.
Yeah, cold day in hell.
What I would change? I think I would change what seems to be people's default position and perception on relationships, which seems to be
Which is what?
negative. It seems to be
That's a
negative.
good one.
What is that though? What's the negative?
Oh no, like people just seem to be like, oh, you know, men ain't serious or women ain't serious. I can't find somebody.
Oh, you know you didn't
Like,
mean women. It's
No, not for
people
real.
are hurt.
Not for real. Everybody.
Yeah, I think people are
Because
hurt, man.
It's like everyone's default
Yeah.
is that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to be hopeful. I know it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you're hopeful
Also,
from the gate,
Also,
You know
you're
what I
married.
mean?
You're out. You don't know what's going on in the streets.
Yeah,
We're being
yeah.
dragged by the
You're
pints.
talking from a place of privilege, though.
They're
But
dragging us
I
from our
fully hear what
pints.
you're saying.
Yeah.
I fully hear what you're saying. Wow, you're laughing really hard, isn't it?
That's just,
don't
it was
even know
funny. That's funny. That's funny for you to say to you, man, because you're right. From
No,
us,
but you hear it all the
we
time,
can't
though.
say,
Yeah.
come on, guys, be hopeful.
Is it what you say?
No,
From,
but
the,
you hear
from,
it.
from the ivory tower, we're like, oh, come on, guys.
No,
If
but
I
the
can do it, you can.
No, but the thing
you
is,
sound like a
you
tool.
hear it all.
And that he
He
is.
said, well, no, they say the shoe fits.
No, you hear it all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
It's a good one. Just be more positive.
So we all contributing to this because
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it goes
everybody-
back. It goes back to Gina first.
No, they didn't go back to Brent first. You
'Cause
made
you
us
lot
go
was
all
Brent
round.
last.
Oh, so now you want to go back to me. No, I agree. I think if I could change something about a relationship, I think it's the perception. I feel like everyone just do what you want to do, man. Like do what works for you. I think we're too busy, kind of like watching everybody else and not thinking for ourselves. I feel like, do you know what it is? I think the conversations around relationships are the same because no one's thinking for themselves or outside the box.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So in line with what you're saying, it's very negative because that's all that's being spoken about. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I would want to change how much emphasis is placed on relationships. So it kind of links to what you guys are saying as well. Because I think there's so much. I think the way we're socialized in society, people are socialized and raised for that to be the only the most important thing they strive for. And I think because of that, that's why there's such a obsession, an unhealthy obsession with it. And the reality of life is not everyone's going to find romantic love. That is the harshest truth that people don't want to hear, right? So because it's an obsession, okay, girl.
Sorry.
You was giving Brother Bernard.
Hey, Brother Bernard.
But yeah, so because there's this unhealthy obsession with it, that's why relationships, the whole thing is going the way it's going. I think if there wasn't so much emphasis placed on it and people actually focus on themselves, I think that people would pour so much into themselves, know who they are, and then relationships will naturally happen. The people that I've seen with the most beautiful relationships that I look at and I think, do you know what? That's a bit of me. Because I never say I want everyone's relationships, but in terms of I admire the way they are and how the relationships come together, it has been two individuals who have invested and poured into themselves and they found themselves. And because they know who they are, because they poured into themselves and because the relationship is not, the entire survival was not based off wanting to be in a relationship, they were able to make that relationship work. And it works beautifully, as in it's such a healthy love. And you see that in the way they live, the way they respect each other, the way they honor each other, the way they raise their children. Like, it's such a beautiful thing to see. So that's one thing I would change. It's just how it is that we're raised to carry relationships in our head. I think it's so unhealthy and it's sad. But yeah.
I agree. I agree.
I don't think we should allow those that are married to contribute to this conversation.
I'm actually screaming.
Joke me.
So I think to kind of add on to that, I think being accountable and self-aware is something that needs to change and stop expecting stuff from other people when you haven't changed stuff about yourself.
Word.
And to add to that, kind of, I know it's just one thing, but I would say patience, because I wouldn't be in the relationship that I would be in if my wife weren't patient, because I was a demon. And I couldn't
I don't
articulate.
like that, man.
But I was a demon in the way I couldn't articulate myself. So I wasn't good at
not in the
articulating how I was
typical
feeling. Not in the,
It's an everyday struggle.
no,
Love,
no,
isn't it?
never that.
What do you mean?
Huh?
What do you mean?
So most men aren't emotionally
Don't speak
articulate.
for most of us.
So most men aren't emotionally articulate.
He said, I said what I said.
Okay.
And it takes time to trust and be able to let loose and basically speak how you're feeling. And
Do you know what's so interesting? I'm not emotionally articulate.
yeah,
It's so weird. Yeah, I
Just said most men.
But
you know
what?
what?
Women aren't either.
No, hold on. No, hold on. Don't touch
No, but
me.
you know, that a lot of women aren't
you,
either, though.
Do you see?
When I chin you, yeah.
You turned Rooney?
Yeah, you did not. You ain't been them charges.
He said you tender.
Yeah, you ain't
This
been
is
them
what I'm
charges.
saying, man. I
You didn't even attempt.
I need
to try.
deliverance. No, I
No, but a lot of women
know.
aren't either, though. I think that's so funny because when people talk about relationships and stuff, they always talk as if like women are born knowing how to navigate relationships. Women are not. Women are raised to try and do things in hopes of keeping the relationship. And what results have shown time and time and time again is that the things, cooking, cleaning, being money the maid, does not keep relationships. So women don't have the tools either. That's why you have to like kind of do self-work, because that's how you learn how to communicate. That's how you learn that you're not in the world by yourself. You know how to relate with other people. You know how to nurture friendships, nurture relationships, nurture like all these things. And that's how, from that is where you then pour into relationships. A lot of women don't know how to communicate either. They don't know how to speak up for themselves. They don't know how to, people in general don't know how to communicate. Do you get what I mean? So, yeah, man, we're down bad.
That's an interesting point, I think. Because I think a lot of the time, no, for real, not in a silly way, but I think a lot of the time, even though we may not necessarily voice it or whatever, or even know that we're thinking it.
Yeah.
But I think when you get into certain relationships, it almost seems as though the woman knows what's good.
Like how to conduct
You know
herself.
what I'm saying?
Nah.
And the man is now having to deal with how do I make this, hence the complaints. And so you think, the complaints come from a position of, you know how to do this already, and we don't. You know what I'm saying? But really, it's just because everyone's trying to work.
And I think, and like sorry,
in the same breath, there's on the other side of the spectrum, there's women who expect men to read their minds, and that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to communicate.
Yep.
You can't expect, he was emphatic.
I used to expect a man with a boy.
So if you're unhappy with something, then it needs to be brought up at the right time and conversed between both of you.
Yeah. Because I feel like women expect men to read their minds, and then men just hold it in and then bring up the most relevant time. Like, do you get me? So it's a thing where both people do. And I think when you go into something knowing that, you know what, we're not perfect, but we're trying to figure it out and we're committed to figuring it out. That's where like the results are great. It's like parenting. Like, you're not gonna automatically know what to do. Yeah, okay, yeah, I can breastfeed, but I don't know how to be a mother. I've never done this before. You don't know how to be a father. You've never done this before. But let's try and figure it out. And that's where it makes sense. But I think a lot of people don't think that. People expect to kind of show up perfect in relationships. Like, I only started recently. Well, not recently as in yesterday, but like in recent years, I'm able to actually communicate something. If I'm dating someone and they do something, I'll be like, you know what you've done, I don't know, and it's not something I'm used to. So even in having to do that, I feel it's very uncomfortable for me. So it feels much bigger than it actually is, but it's not. Because when I tell people, they're like, oh, I didn't realize it. Sorry about that, and then we move on. Before, I used to keep dates, boy. Wait, April 2017. At this time, you said this because I didn't know how to communicate. Do you get what I mean? So I feel like people just need to work on themselves as individuals, and you're able to bring it together. Because we're two strangers coming together. It's crazy, man.
Yes. Cards.
Is Brent hasn't given what he changed.
Oh, sorry, yes.
A couple things. One, that the spirit of contentment can descend and possess us all.
Why are you talking like this? Oh,
Amen.
okay. I don't understand what you just
Preach,
said.
preacher.
What's wrong?
I don't understand what you just said. Can you say it in layman's terms,
Did
please?
it frustrate you?
No, I just don't understand what you're saying, so I'm going to take it as disrespect.
Disrespect?
No, I'm quoting the movie, man.
I don't know.
Please, go
Have
ahead.
you never heard that?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna take it as disrespect.
Oh, yeah. I only heard the last part though.
Yeah,
I didn't hear the first
disrespect.
part. Yeah.
You fighters, okay.
And I think that
No, he said sorry. He said to explain that.
I'm done
No, I
because
know.
he told you to explain it. You said and.
This guy's a troll. He's a troll.
remember what he did earlier. You forget?
Look at that. We just said about communicating and not
We're not in
holding
a
things.
relationship.
He said we're not in a relationship.
And those who are in a relationship that they want to make work, they should work towards, as Esther said, working on themselves.
Yeah.
The best you can be is if it is that you are the best yourself.
Period.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
It's basically just Esther's point.
Yes.
So thank you.
I
Right.
echo it.
RT. All right then.
So, Ramsey, you got something in mind, yeah?
No.
Hopefully. Well, you need to have something in mind because you're going to pick next.
Okay.
Yeah? Don't say it yet, though.
I haven't thought of one.
Okay, Or if Esther's ready, then we can jump
Social
Esther.
media. Social media.
All right, I'm just gonna flip a number.
Yeah.
Girl, you can have that. Yeah.
What is it?
No, I can't see far.
One.
That's one.
One. Who writes one as I?
No,
It's upside down.
Yeah,
It's upside.
Can you
Oh,
imagine?
I was like, why is the dash? I was like, why is the dash at the top? I can't
Sorry.
see that. I thought, is that a 4? Oh,
what would I change about social media? I would have a tap and throat station.
okay. Line them up, boys.
For trolls. Like, specific, like, you lot need to... No, I'm joking. What would I change about social media? I don't know. I think there's ways that things can be policed a lot more on social media. Like, I feel like the fact that racism flies, and do you know what I mean? I'm like, guys, come on, be FFR, because if I was to come and talk about Palestine or whatever, you shadow ban me. Do you know what I mean? Or like censor me, right?
Nah, Brent, relax. As soon as you say Palestine, you put the camera on me.
But I'm just saying, like,
Free Palestine, by the way.
but my point is, there's things that they police,
100%,
and won't allow you to talk about, right? So I find it interesting that racism flies so easily. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like in terms of policing, they can definitely do a lot more to control it. And yeah, I think that's all I change.
Esther?
Mine will be, I would allow less opinions on social media. I would crave social media for people to just share like highlights from their lives and stuff, and opinions will not be allowed. Like, yeah. Because I honestly find it so funny, how people just feel like there's some words floating around in my head, and they just assume that the words floating around in their heads holds weight and is intelligent. And I'm like, oh, that's great. That's fantastic, right? So yeah, if I could change anything about social media, I would change what it is that social media is actually for, what we use it for. All of this, someone sharing something about their life and whatever, and you can just throw whatever opinion you have out there is wild to me. Like trolling and someone showing like a picture of their happy family, and then now you decide to come and diagnose everybody in there and say, oh, the woman is suffering, and oh my gosh, the guy's just doing this, and the guy and the baby's ugly. All of that stuff is
crazy.
very, very wild to me. I think even like someone doing something that you personally don't agree with and doesn't align with your personal morals and your personal values, but somehow you think that you should cuss them for it, and then when they refute what it is that you're saying, you then say they're not being accountable. I'd ban the word accountable too. I ban the word accountable. I ban the word. There's a lot of words I ban. But yeah, that's what I would change about social media. I think it's so wild that people just like stuff comes to people's heads and they just put it down and they just walk away. I feel like people don't understand that. People say it's social media as if it's not a big deal, but they don't understand that behind accounts are real people. And every single person in this world has insecurities. Every single person in this world has stuff they're dealing with or whatever. And you don't know how your words can reinforce things that people are dealing with in their private time. And I just think it's so wild that we are in a place in society where it's like it's okay to just give your opinion that nobody asked for, and then when they don't want to accept it, or when they block you, or when they do this, you act shocked and then you start to insult them for reacting to what you've done to them. That's obviously annoyed them. Very wild to me. So yeah, social media would just be how it was back in the day. Remember when we had the Valencia filters on Instagram where you show a picture of the tree that you saw that was nice. You just take a picture of a mug that you thought was nice. Like, I would just want it to be just that simple. Just share things that are nice, and there will be no praises, no insults, no nothing. Just share it and that's it.
Can I throw something back at you?
Of course you can.
Do you feel like potentially we could get to a stage where, because I feel like in the grand scheme of things, potentially, this could be very like early days for social media, right? Compared to, let's just say,
How long it's going to live for.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I agree.
Do you feel like potentially in 20 years' time, people develop thicker skin and maybe just put things in context and be like, okay, this is just your opinion. I won't give a crap about it. Such is life. And everyone become maybe stronger for it.
No, because you know what it is? I don't think
we should have to though.
I don't think, and I think also, I don't think it's normal for people to see, I don't think as human beings we were created to have that much access to other people's opinions and other people's thoughts. I hate the fact that I see way too many people's thoughts and I get an insight to way too many people's brains. That's why I love you get blocked for nothing. Because I never want to see, and sometimes someone's retweeted something and I just think this is so stupid. And I will take the measures to make sure I never ever come across this account ever again. And I block it. I don't think as human beings we're actually made for that. I think that with social media, there's a lot of people that haven't taken breaks from social media. And I always think that's very, very wild. As in like from when social media was created, as in like you've been using social media for years. You've never logged out. You've never gone a week without it. You've never gone a day without it. I don't think all of that is normal. I don't think our bodies are going to become more resistant to it. I think that social media actually harms the mind. And I think that as time goes on, we're actually going to start discovering, I think there's going to be new illnesses. When I say illnesses, that could be physically and mentally, because mental illnesses actually affect your body physically too. And I think that over time, it's only going to get worse. If this is, let's just say this is the testing phase, and this is what we've come up with, social media is leading to people killing themselves. People are using it for so much disgusting things. I don't see a time where people are there's gonna be a turn, a shift, and they're like, actually, there's so much evil. Let's start doing good. Humanity doesn't work that way. Crimes have only gotten worse over time. Evil only gets more evil over time. So no, my hope for social media is not good. I think everyone you have to find a way to make it work for you. And that's something that I'm doing in the way that I operate with social media, in the way I'm using social media. You have to find a way to use it that works for you and what it is that you want to do with your life and how and your mental space and your physical space. I think even just forget trolling and all that kind of stuff. Just having access to what many people think it is not normal, because when do you take time out to realize how you feel about a subject outside of everyone else's opinions? It's not normal, man.
One of my someone that I follow yesterday, she put out a post and she was like, she's been thinking long and hard, but basically she was like, this is the last post that you guys are going to be able to comment on. I'm turning off my comments. She was like, no longer are you guys going to, she's a hairstylist. She was like, no longer am I allowing you guys the access to criticize, give your opinions on my work, on what I do, on how I live my life. I don't care. So I'm removing that right from you lot. You're gonna see my stuff and that's it. If you have an opinion, keep it to yourself.
Do you know something funny?
And she's like, I'm done, because everyone's gonna have an opinion on everything. How I do my my tools, my techniques, my this, and that's great, but I don't want to read it and I don't care about it. So moving forward, all my comments are off. I'm done. And I thought, you know what? I hear it.
Do you know something
because
funny?
Unless you're gonna go in her DMs and go out of your way to
and
kind of send her an
yeah.
essay, and if you do, then you have
you're sicko.
You're actually ill.
I didn't even know you can turn off comments.
Yeah, you can. Literally. So she's literally, that's it. So that's one way.
Do you know something? I was thinking about that this morning. I think I'm gonna do that. Because I'm really trying to find a way for me to enjoy. Obviously, with what we do, we have to use social media. Yeah. And God is my witness. If I did not do what I do, I would not be on social media. I wouldn't be, not even to nothing. Like I would just want to, I enjoy living in a bubble. I enjoy living in a place with my own thoughts where I can read, like I can get opinions and I can be exposed to opinions about different things in life in other kind of ways outside of social media. And literally, so I'm literally doing and thinking of different ways that I can get to a place where I'm using social media healthily for what it is that I do, but also not gonna let it get to a place where it could possibly be unhealthy. And literally this morning, I actually thought that. I think the comments thing sounds like a vibe. Here for it.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Brenton and Ramsey?
I think I would, I think one thing I changed about social media is I would want everyone to put their real details on there or have it available.
Yeah, man.
Because if that happened, you're going to see
address.
Whatever it is to verify who you are. Because a lot of these people, they just troll behind eggs and that.
How much information?
Let's not get into that.
No, because
logistics and that.
No.
Enough information. Say in an idealistic world, enough information that if it was to leak, God forbid, then it wouldn't be detrimental. But I think all accounts should be verified as a specific person, so then people won't just have a mask to just do whatever they want. If you're being realistic, mostly everyone's is pussy, so they would never. All the horrible comments and they write, then all the bullying they wouldn't do if it was them being themselves. So I think that would be the one thing I'd change. To be honest, I don't really mind comments and that, but then again, I got like sub 500, so I'm not one to talk, and I troll E-Man on Instagram anyway. So
you are the people we are talking about.
Nah, I do like first traps on E-Man's pictures, like just mad inappropriate stuff.
Sorry,
I do
example, please.
So he has a picture.
This guy is so silly.
What's wrong with this guy? Why is he bringing up Drake again?
You thirst trap on his picture.
Yeah, on.
And you're talking about Drake?
If you guys can see Brent's face, Brent is disgusted.
I don't
actually
know, but in my head, what I deem thirst trap is.
Brent, that's why I asked him
that's
to
why I'm
explain.
looking at him
What are you-
sideways.
Can you say what you're doing?
So E-Man has a picture of him bare chested, and I just put bare tongue emojis.
Look at this guy.
That's funny though.
Yeah.
Just to troll.
Sorry.
I hope your husband does it.
What did he say?
That fight.
What did he say? What did Brent say?
I said that's funny though, because yeah. I hope your husband does it. My husband's gonna be a gangster. I'm joking. I'm joking, guys. It's a joke.
You would never be discharged.
So wait, to go off topic, quick.
You
'Cause
would never be discharged.
You said you're unique, right? Do you, when you meet a guy, would you be happy with him being unique?
No.
I appreciate honesty. That's fucked up.
Can
That's
honest.
fucked up.
No, because you see my label. Like I said, I have range, right? I have range. That's the main.
Do you know what's killing
that's
me,
the thing
yeah?
you're forgetting. I have range.
No,
But
that's
do you
funny,
want the
Gina.
man to
No.
have range? But
he
you
can
want
have range
his
too.
you want his gangster part to be shown first before he shows you his range. What I'm assuming is that if a guy was unique,
Yeah, but if
you wouldn't approach him initially.
No, but if a guy approaches me, he's not getting neek first either, though. You know, for you to get a neek, so being
You
a
gotta
neek,
know you.
it's my safe space, right? So you're only gonna get that side of me when I'm comfortable with you. Do
Okay.
you get what I mean? Like that's because it's me at my core, right?
Okay.
So I'm very much layers.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Gina's so funny, yeah, because Gina's talking about have range, yeah, and she started the story by saying she can't be a soft babe because the life chose her. All of a sudden now you got range.
I have got range. Shush. Yeah. Hello, you listen to my side.
I am always on your side.
Brent,
girl.
no, hold on.
Always
Brent,
on your side.
do I not have range?
You're gonna go for him for
Of course you have range.
No,
he's scared of you.
that is true.
He said, yeah,
Yeah,
it's true.
It's true.
Of course you have
But
range.
do I have
though.
range?
Yes.
No, but don't say that because you're scared of me. Just
Is that what you
Okay,
think?
don't say that because you're scared. Oh my, you'll never be discharged. Gina. You will never be discharged. Impossible. Don't say it because you're scared of me.
I love it here.
Tell them I have range.
Brent, do I have range? Do I have range?
Definitely.
No, but do you know what? Brent knows I have range because I feel like Brent has seen Brent seen me cry.
Yeah.
Like Brent has literally seen every side of me. So
Yeah. But you do have range. Even in your career, you have range. So, yeah. Rangeful babe.
Okay.
Do you keep those messages or do you hide them from your?
No, it's
manual.
this guy.
wait, first.
It's on his post, so obviously,
No, I don't care
it's,
about
yeah.
that.
What's he talking about?
The tongues. You just
Iman knows me.
The tongues.
Iman knows me already.
block him.
Question. Hold on, this is under your own account, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Does the TDF page follow you back? Because Brent.
I don't know, but Brent probably blocked me on all the socials.
The way he said I'll block him so quick, I said, that sounds a bit close to heart.
Low-key,
Have you
I was.
blocked him?
You responded to sign that post. I was like, damn, Esther's gonna block me now.
What did you? Oh yeah, you're a silly man. I haven't watched your story since.
I was like, damn, Esther's gonna block me now. Shit.
I didn't like your stories. So you just said, nah, I'm putting on time out.
I'd definitely do the identification stuff. I think if everybody,
Can you have one original thought?
if all of the, I mean, he asked you before he asked me. This is the sole thing that I was going to say. I was actually going to say that Japan got it right. China has it right.
Boy.
100%. You should have a social score and it should follow you everywhere.
Okay.
So if it is you're moving mad online, you should have consequences attached to that.
Be penalised to it.
Yeah, definitely.
So what I did to Iman, I'll get penalised under your
Yeah, you had to use
leadership.
the word penalised, didn't it? You want to just throw in the P, you know? You just had to use that.
You got
Not
it.
punished, penalised. God damn.
Anyway, Ramsey, it's your turn, right?
Have you said what you would change?
No.
I haven't actually. Social media. I think the amount of posts from black people that's just sexual nonsense. Yeah, basically. You know what I'm getting. Just too much.
Well, the first trapping is too much for you.
It's just like I just don't see the
He
point of
posts
it.
first traps.
I would say it is a lot though.
Anyway.
It's like it is a lot. But it's just ass everywhere you look. Like,
Yeah, but
gosh,
then do you know what?
put it
But,
away.
okay, but guys, do you know what though? Yeah, do you not feel like it's also because it's out, like it's our community is what works? I'm not in white spaces.
No, the white girls do it too.
But that's my point,
Yeah.
right? Like
You know, TikTok will let you know.
do you know what I mean? It's because we're not, most of your followers most likely are black, right? So
Yeah.
most of the things that the algorithm is going to show you is stuff within the black community. So you're basically what I'm saying is you saying that is like it doesn't exist in other cultures. It most likely does.
It
I
does.
think it's, and remember they're a lot more freer than we are in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Can I challenge what you said though?
Yeah.
So social media or the algorithm as it works shows you stuff that you're absorbing.
Okay.
So a lot of people like to blame social media for this and blame social media for I see too much of this, too much of that. But it's showing you what you want to see.
This is it. So
That's not what I
algorithm.
wanna see.
No,
But
it
you're
is.
seeing it.
But how do I change
Let me
it?
let me say something to you. You know the
Say I'm
only
not
reason
interested.
why you're seeing ass,
Yeah.
Because you want it.
is because
Not at all.
Why'd you say that?
the stuff that
I'm
you've
sickened.
been looking,
I'm so sick.
you've been looking at things you shouldn't be looking
Not
at.
at all. Not at all. Not for real.
So the
algorithm.
It's all
algorithm
over
just
the place.
Yeah.
algorithm just decided that today I'm gonna show E-Man cheeks.
No, let me tell you what
I
it
don't
is.
know what
yeah.
it is.
Let me tell you what it is. So-
E-Man, you've clicked on one post, whether that's someone
Trust
has sent
me.
you something, yeah.
Maybe. But then why does one post have to...
and you last
He follows Mags and he listens and watches all of Mags.
I was gonna say that because you know,
Oh,
yeah, because
you're throwing accountability now.
because algorithms also do suggest it. So if you the people that it's about the people that follow as well. Their interest sometimes comes on my thingies.
Yeah,
Let's
that's what I'm saying.
stay completely far away.
And then once it is that
This
you
is
see
so it's like, do you like it?
seen
And it's
now.
like, no, I
And
don't.
sometimes
no,
they
I don't
ask
like it.
if you like this type of content.
Interested or not?
Yeah, you're interested or not.
Let's stay far away then, Esther, because I've messed up my wife's algorithm bad. With the nonsense that I watch on Insta. Her algorithm is just full of nonsense.
I'll be fuming. I'll have to block you as my husband. As
So
my
it's-
husband, respectfully, you're blocked. I can't have that. I'm fuming.
All right, so the last thing is Ramsey, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's
So
your thing?
I hope you've got something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
You say woman.
If he's gonna say Palestine,
Nah.
wars.
We all have the
Israel.
same thing for that.
Or Israel.
All
guys,
one.
Israel. That's the one thing you change.
That is a broken record.
Oh, just pick one. It's just
I'll
a
pick myself.
cardboard paper.
Why are you looking at the
Five.
numbers?
3.
You're not meant to look at
Okay,
the
so
numbers.
3 is fine.
None of us get this game.
So 3 is E-Man. What's your question?
I guess it's somewhat deep. What would you change about your childhood?
Excuse me, it's
We're
Monday
We're
morning.
trying to wrap up the.
Oh,
topic of
sorry.
the day.
Oh, I got mine.
Shall I
Though.
change it?
No,
Do
that's
y'all
good.
have tab?
Okay. No, leave it. I think that's good.
Okay.
We just talked about cheeks, so it's nice to balance.
See,
Range.
I'm range.
Range.
Childhood.
Keyword here.
Yeah.
Range.
I was thinking about that this morning, you know, actually.
I don't
Yeah?
know if I would
Yeah.
change anything, you know.
A big man.
You dumb.
I won't change a thing about my childhood.
No, I think everything was necessary, man.
Oh, please, no. I'm not going to allow that. I'm not going to allow that. Not that everything happened to me and everything happens for a reason. I am the person I am today. Cause no,
People say everything happened for a reason. That some things could have not
No,
happened
just
there.
just for the conversation.
I would've been
What would
good.
you change?
Should we come back to you? Because
Yeah, come back to
silence
me.
is deafening. So mine will be, I would, so obviously being Nigerian, yeah, I would change how it is that Nigerian girls are raised.
That's a big one.
It is a big one. But I think it really shapes your life.
Okay.
Like it really, really, really shapes. Because basically I saw a clip here. So there's a woman in Nigeria. She's a celebrity. She used to be a radio presenter and stuff like that. She's like a whole personality and whatnot. She's a celebrity. Her name's Toke Makinwa.
Okay.
And Madam Joyce was on her show the other day. And basically they were talking about cheating. So basically Toke was saying she's been married before. Her husband cheated on her, had a baby with his ex. It was a whole thing. That was horrible for her. And then she divorced him, which is not something that as a Nigerian, you're not really raised to do.
Right.
And so when when he cheated on her, people cussed her and said it's because she hadn't gotten pregnant yet.
Yep.
And because she's a career woman. And then when she divorced him, people basically cussed her and was like, oh, she's not a good person because why didn't she just endure and why didn't she just forgive and da-da-da. I mean, he had a whole baby, you know, and hid it. So anyways now, so she's now on her show. She was getting cooked over the weekend because she was on her show with Madam Joyce and whatnot. And they're talking about like cheating and whatnot. And she was basically saying how cheating is no longer a deal breaker for her. In that she feels like people make mistakes and whatnot. And so, but in the same way, she was basically saying that if she makes a mistake and she cheats, her husband should forgive her in the way that she will forgive him as well and whatnot. Now, she's basically saying what it is that men say for the most part, which is that, oh, you know, no one's perfect. It was just a flaw. It doesn't mean I don't love you, whatever. But because it was coming from her, a woman, a Nigerian woman, Nigerian Twitter, the Nigerian people were cooking her, the men and women. Women obviously who've been got by the system, and obviously the men who were like, oh, da-da-da. And there was men who were like, yeah, but she's saying what it is that we say. So, like, why is this so mad? She's essentially saying human beings aren't perfect, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I think, because I used to watch her when I was in uni, because I've always had this mind of, I've always questioned things. I've always questioned why it is that my entire existence revolves around me being a mother and a wife one day. I've never understood that. Do you get me? So I've always questioned that. And I remember watching her when I was like, much younger, maybe like sixth form and beginning of uni, and she was married then. And those videos were more about like women kind of like like knowing who you are as a woman and just really great, I would say female empowerment stuff actually. Obviously her content's changed now, whatever. And so listening to her say that now, it reminded me of when that the kind of videos she was making when I was younger, because at that time I was questioning a lot about my role and my purpose as a woman in the world, right? And her videos kind of encouraged me. I was already in a place of like obviously wanting to work on myself and blah blah, but her videos were good words, encouraging words. So listen to how it is her, like everything she's saying has changed so much. It's so weird to me, but again, it's weird to me because again, it's how that she's been raised, how we're raised in our culture, where your entire existence and stuff like that revolves around men and stuff like that, and how you can be useful for a man. And I think that's unfortunately a lot of women. If you don't get in a place where you start to think for yourself and how it is that you want to live your life, you start to kind of lower your standards over time of what you expect in a partner. Hearing her, who left her husband after she found out he cheated, now saying that is not a deal breaker, is because like it's kind of like the Drake thing where you don't really have much expectation anymore, and so you feel like the only way to get what it is that you want is for you to lower your standards and stuff like that. So that's why what I would change is how it is that women are raised, how girls are raised in Nigeria. I say Nigeria not because I don't think it's happening in other communities, but I can't speak to what's happening in other communities. I can only speak to what's happening in my community that I see, Yoruba community specifically. Girls are literally raised to be mothers one day. Like every single thing as a child that I had to learn was tied back to you're going to be a mother, you're going to be da. Even me taking care of my siblings was because you're technically the second mum and stuff like that. And I would just change that because I think it really can define your life. Like I'm always so grateful that I'm at the age I'm at. Like I started working on myself when I was much younger and started changing how it is my mind, just changing my mindset and how it was I was raised. And I see how much of a difference it's made in my life and how it is I interact with people and the things that I actually now want for myself. But I also see a lot of people that are way older than me, like women in their 50s and stuff, who never question any of that stuff. And the way their mind is shaped is scary and quite honestly is harmful to younger generation, in my opinion. Some of them, even their kids. So yeah, that's why I would change that. Is that deep enough for y'all?
Yes, ma'am.
Ramsey?
I think one thing I'll change about my childhood is to be comfortable in your own space. I think I placed a lot of value on myself based on how other people perceived me. Obviously that's part of being a teenager. But I think one thing I'll change about my childhood is just to be comfortable in yourself and just understand that even though you don't agree with most pop culture, like I wasn't listening to all the same shit everyone was listening to, I wasn't doing the same shit most people were doing, but just to be comfortable with my own skin, because you start to attract the people that will benefit your life. Yeah, I think that's mine.
Okay. Gina, bro?
It doesn't have to be deep. You just say
Nah,
something.
you know what it is? I don't want mine to be deep. That's what I'm thinking. Because if I talk how I want to talk, it's going to be deep and I haven't got the energy for that.
You can just say, oh, I should have invested in this company, won the lottery, some nonsense.
Childhood.
Yeah,
That's
for
not
real.
childhood though, man.
I think about it all the time. I think about dropping out of secondary school just to start a job.
What would I change about my
You guys are
childhood?
doing well now.
That's
Yeah.
lighthearted. I think. Do you know what the interesting thing is? As much as you don't want me to say that cliche thing, there's a lot of truth in that though for me. No, but there is. But let me just rattle you lot of cages. I'd change my dad. That's what I'd do.
Me too.
I'd
100%.
have a different dad.
That's a word.
Yeah, me too.
I've got a
100%.
retweet.
Yeah, I'd have a different dad.
You know you'd both be different, though, innit?
I know.
You're
But that's
okay
the
with
thing.
that?
I'm here for that.
But
I'm here for
that's
difference.
But that's the thing though, right? Because the thing is, I feel like, yeah, things have shaped me and stuff, but some of the things were fucking unnecessary. Like, it's not. I did
That's a word,
not
you know.
need to experience that. It didn't need to shape me to become who I am. I would have
I
rather
could
done.
have been this person without all of that.
I would have rather
Yeah.
done without. So for me, yeah, I'd change my father.
I hear it, man.
Brent?
Something stupid. Oh, what did I just put my head down?
Oh, man, we need the wittiness.
What?
The wittiness from him. We need the wit.
Crap. I'll come back to it. Just
Cool.
move on.
Iman?
You said yours, no?
Found it. So I would have the knowledge that I have today, right? As a no. So I would look to try to fix, avert all of the things that I
remember causing the family politics to be the family politics today. So I would do the yeah.
That's a good one.
I'd be the healer.
Nice.
I like that one.
I think it's gonna sound so silly. I would have liked to have maybe
Just say it, man.
I would have said maybe my parents to introduce me to more like pro-black stuff,
Okay.
because then I would have been what I am times a million, and everyone would be finished.
Okay, cool.
You're saying there's no hope for us hoes.
No, I'm just saying, yeah.
Practicing polygyny at the age of 7 is fucking crazy.
Literally, from when he came out of the room, boy.
That's nuts.
But yeah. All right, cool.
I like that segment.
Yeah,
That's
it was good.
All right, I guess we could bring it back because this could go on forever and ever. You know what I mean? But yeah. All right, cool. Guess we can wrap up topic of the day there.
Nice. Let's get into our next headlines.
All right, so our next headline take us to Chyna, man. Some trigger warnings here, guys. 13 pupils have died after a fire broke out in dormitories at a primary school in central Henan province. All victims were from the same third grade class of 9 and 10-year-olds, pardon me. One person was rescued from the scene and is being treated in hospital. The fire started on Friday night and was put out just before midnight at the school in the rural Fangchang district. The boarding school caters primarily to pupils in the elementary grades, and many of the pupils come from rural areas. Local authorities have said they are investigating the cause of the fire. Next headline takes us to Africa, the mighty continent where Sudan is suspending its membership of the Northeast African bloc, IGAD, over an attempt to mediate the brutal conflict in the country. IGAD has been trying to end the 9-month long war between Sudan's army and a rival paramilitary group, the Rapid Support Forces, RSF. On Thursday, Sudan's government criticized IGAD for inviting the RSF's chief to a summit. Khartoum now says a statement released by IGAD was offensive to Sudan. The Intergovernmental Authority on Development, which is what IGAD stands for, was founded in 1996 and is made up of 8 states: Kenya, Uganda, Djibouti, Ethiopia, Eritrea, Sudan, South Sudan, and Somalia. Its current vision is to transform Northeast Africa into an upper-middle income economy and a continental beacon of regional peace, stability, and security by the year 2050. IGAD was heavily involved in the 2005 peace process that ended a separate 22-year war in Sudan, and the bloc also oversaw the installation of a transitional government in 2004 during the Somali civil war. IGAD's military forces were also a precursor to African Union mission, currently tackling Somalia's insecurity. And the last headline brings us back to the UK with this storm. You guys been experiencing this storm?
Madness.
Yeah,
I was shocked my car was where I left it last night. It was crazy.
trust me.
Crazy,
Yeah, man. Almost the whole of the UK is under amber weather warnings for strong winds from storm. Is it Isha? Isha, yeah. Met Office amber
Ooh,
warnings.
Is it Storm Isha? Because when they were saying on the radio, I was like, nah, you lot, y'all
been
ghetto.
ethnic. I love that. So
Yeah.
that's why the Britain's not racist.
Literally, Storm Isha, you know.
Met Office amber warnings are enforced in all of the UK apart from London and parts of the southeast from 6 p.m. on Sunday. So this is from Sunday. Gusts of up to 80 miles per hour expected, posing a risk to life. The Met said it was rare for all of the UK to be under such an alert. Disruption will also continue well into today, and it said that Isha will bring severe and destructive gusts, particularly in coastal and exposed areas. The Met Office also said that there's a good chance of power cuts, which could affect mobile phone signals in affected areas as well, while roads and bridges are likely to be shut. And that's it for the headlines. Time to pay the bills.
Nice. Let's get into some word on road.
What was that you just put behind you?
Yeah, I thought the vinyl didn't the refresh. So I got gets his conflict of interest.
Nice.
So he wants to center himself.
So you cover my face
He
with
could
that.
How can you cover the
waited
TBA one?
calmly
Oh,
until.
my bad.
Can you imagine?
Instead of you to just say thank you.
Instead of him to just wait until the show was finished, he wanted us to do this on air, and he's covered our faces.
Your face is on here.
My face ain't on there anyway, boy. So proceed.
Neither's mine, goddammit.
Well, no, as in, I'm not in that.
Neither mine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So proceed. I mean,
You can do half of it.
Thank you very much for the gift. I'm
There we
assuming
go.
it's for the studio.
Yes.
I appreciate you
Hard
greatly.
album, man. Hard.
Much love. I ain't
Hard.
putting no tongues under your picture though.
And about what?
social media.
Soon, Brent. Soon.
I said you was gonna say something. I saw your face. Your face was very. I don't know.
When?
Okay.
Well, oh, when you mean when that was going on? Yeah, I just thought it was Gina and Marks. Gina and Marks has never been the charges. Gina and Marks are really one and the same. Yeah, I'm just gonna let that. Like, I will tell you when the during transition. First, please. I hit it twice.
Oh, because I'm thinking, how do we get here? Me
Now,
catching
why am I in
string.
it?
Literally, I'm so confused.
Yeah. So basically, right, there is an African fashion brand by the name of. Sorry, let me just find where I put that. Sorry, guys. Okay, well, this is awkward. So it's an African fashion brand by the name of Tongoro. Let me get my phone. Sorry, guys. So basically, they've got this jewelry piece that they have, and essentially the owner has called out Balmain, as in the fashion label, for essentially cultural appropriation. I guess a conversation about cultural appropriation. And so she said, in May 2019, we were introducing our jewelry line featuring the Cairo face jewelry. So basically, it's like jewelry that goes like in the middle of your face. And she said that it was inspired by the Wudabe tribe men's makeup. The face piece was first presented in our Tongoro tribe collection runway in Dakar, paying homage to African nomadic communities. Straight off the runway, we've adorned model Naomi Campbell and singer Alicia Keys with it. The piece, also Beyonce's worn it as well. Oh, well, I'll get there. The piece quickly became a hit and a staple of Tongoro's line when fiercely styled by Zarina Akers on Beyonce for the Lion King's Spirit video, which became one of the many memorable cultural moments we've managed to create with the brand. The visible similarity of the piece presented by Olivier Rusting for his Balmain Fall Winter 24 men's collection to ours is a challenging and painful event, questioning yet again the actual regards Western brands claim to have towards African creativity, while openly saying being inspired by it. How long? So on the picture on Instagram, she's got basically a picture of the jewelry line when they've used it, and also how Balmain have just used it on runway essentially. So it kind of just brought up the conversation about cultural appropriation, and basically saying that what is a way for a Western brand to go around cultural appreciation? Because I think they could have just teamed up with this woman.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
They could have done that, but they didn't. They've instead done that. So it kind of just sparked the whole conversation about about cultural appropriation.
Just do what Drake does.
Oh, link up with the man then.
Just do what Drake. Beg it with them, and then you can make a song by yourself after.
Literally. Yeah, so she's got receipts of how they brought it along in 2019 and all that kind of stuff and blah blah blah. Like the history of how they've done it, and then how Balmain have just done it. So I don't know what Balmain is going to do about it, if they are going to address it or anything like that.
They never really do.
They don't. These people,
it's not the first and won't be the last.
Because I'm looking at it, they've still got the pictures on their Instagram with the jewelry being worn, and they haven't just even got it on just black models. They got it on the in the East Asian guy and all. So clearly everyone can get it at this point. But it was interesting. But obviously in the fashion industry, there is a lot of that conversation about, bigger brands stealing smaller brands' ideas, but also cultural appropriation, stuff like that. But on the topic of cultural appropriation, right, I just thought this was interesting because obviously right now we're talking about a Western brand using African stuff, right? Sexxy Red, who is pregnant, I told you this, I think last year is January 2024. She's pregnant, she had a baby shower. This girl had a welcome to Chyna.
Don't say like that.
That's Chyna, because it's CHY. She had a welcome to Chyna baby shower. And she's dressed like Nicki Minaj in the Chun-Li video. And I was like, this is cultural appropriation, ma'am.
And the crazy thing is, if someone did that about our culture, we'd have there'd be so much uproar.
And Gina Balmain just did. and we're uproar. So I'm like, it's not right when it's the other way around. I don't know if Sexxy Red is going to it's like a welcome to Chinatown. I know it's sexy. I kids will be called Chyna. You know, that's what she's gonna. But she's basically done the whole thing. You know when they wear the whole I don't know what the outfits are called.
Is she doing like? Is it that theme where they're wearing the?
Oh, you got the chopsticks in your hair and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that kind of vibe. I mean, she's had a full fringe. Anyway, let me not cuss the pregnant woman. She's pregnant, innit? But yeah. So that was the theme of her baby shower, and I just thought again that's someone else's culture, and that is cultural appropriation. But I guess people wouldn't really have that conversation. But anyway, speaking of conversations people not having, Ja Rule. So remember Billboard when they released the 50 greatest rappers of all time, and Ja Rule said that he was disgusting that he wasn't on there. He said it's
disgusting.
impossible.
He wasn't on top 50.
He wasn't on top 50.
I think Ja
Well,
Rule
you want Ja Rule
deserves
to be in the top?
Top
You don't
50
think-
greatest.
No, but you know what it is.
Oh, but he had a range.
I think Ja Rule definitely had a very massive impact on the culture. Though.
That's what he said. It's
You can't-
you know.
Huh?
That's what he said.
I believe it though. I don't think we can sit here and disregard that era of like singing and rapping and him and Ashanti and do you know what I mean? I feel like it was very. What year was that? Early 2000s, isn't
It was
it?
early 2000s, yeah.
Yeah, but I think it was very monumental. Like,
time.
it was a time. Music was amazing then. Do you know what I mean? The collabs, everything. So, I'm not saying he's one of the greatest rappers.
Yeah.
But I think he definitely has a leg in the race when it comes to having an impact on the scene.
I agree, man.
Jadakiss is 46th.
You know when Ja Rule always said, "What's my name?" Did you ever know that he was spelling his name?
What?
Oh yeah, I heard
R-U-L-E.
Oh yeah.
I thought he said, "Are you early?"
You didn't know his rules.
I didn't know he was spelling his name.
Oh, girl, you
I
went.
don't, obviously, when I think about
You weren't a fan.
girl. But then when I think about that, he was saying, "What's my name?" Well, duh, they're gonna spell your name. Anyway, but basically, he had to sit down on with Tamron Hall, and he basically addressed that whole situation. He said basically at the time he said it was impossible that he's not on it given his successful rap career, like Gina just said, to be honest. And he said that it is statistically impossible because he basically said that Billboard is obviously it was Billboard and Vibes list, right? And he's saying Billboard work with numbers and stats, and statistically, that man had numbers. Murderink was doing things.
That's what I'm
Do you know what I mean? So he was like,
Yeah.
statistically anyway, it's impossible that I shouldn't have come up on the list.
Yeah.
And he said that he's not. He said, "I'm not a hater. Congrats to everyone on the list, but these lists, they're meaningless." Yet here we are. They're meaningless because music is subjective. You like who you want to like. You know, everybody has their favorite artist. But my thing was, this is a list comprised by Billboard. They do numbers and statistics. If I'm not mistaken, okay, so that list is impossible to make without Ja Rule being on it. Statistically impossible. He also said there are artists that don't have number one records, don't have number one albums. I'm not knocking anybody on the list, but because, like I said, music is subjective. But he said when it comes to some of the older artists, you've got to go by different metrics because they didn't have the sales. But I said what I said.
He's right because MC Light's on it.
No.
I don't think she had any
Not one.
Billboard charts. Nicki Minaj is 10th.
It was a different time.
Yes.
Man. MC Light was pivotal, man.
But we don't know. No, I'm not saying she wasn't. I'm saying that if they're doing it by that metric, he's got a point. But we don't know what metric they're going by. Who cares? We don't really give a shit about what Billboard has on their top 10. Nas is third though. You'd be happy to know.
It's decent,
Nas is
it's
third.
decent.
Kendrick is second.
Who's number one?
No.
Number one is Jay.
Yeah, it would have to be. It would have to be.
Is J. Cole on there? What number is J. Cole?
Oh, that's a good point. He's not in the top 10.
That's rude.
Eminem is B.I.G. 6th. Eminem's 5th.
Oh,
And this
Dr.
is-
Umar
this-
shaking in his boots.
Lil Wayne 7th. Drake's 8th.
Did Dr. Umar see that list?
Snoop Dogg is 9th.
He would have been real mad.
I haven't.
Yeah, if
Kanye
you-
West 11th.
if-
Andre 3012.
Where's J. Cole?
I haven't
Don't
found
tell
him
me
yet.
20 something.
Rakim is 13th.
Yeah, would there been a time when
J.
the
Cole's 15th.
world knew about Ja Rule more than Nas?
Certain people.
That is a very
yeah.
good question.
I
No,
didn't,
yeah,
I didn't,
but
know-
yeah,
I didn't listen
because-
to rap like this. I knew
Because when you think about
Ja
it,
Rule.
yeah,
'Cause I knew Ashanti.
Ja Rule's a lot more commercial though.
Yeah.
So in a wider, like, I'm sorry, but white people at my school knew who Ja Rule was
Yeah,
as
yeah,
opposed
yeah.
to Nas.
Yeah.
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 Because of Ja Rule and Ashanti and those commercial songs that hit the airwaves and the radios. Nas wasn't,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? I feel like that kind of music didn't translate over here unless you listen. Do you know what I mean? With me, the only reason why I knew about hip hop and like that kind of stuff because of my older siblings.
Yeah.
If they weren't there, I was a pop girl growing up. I listened to the radio. Do you get what I mean? It was only my older cousins who like introduced me to like American music. If it weren't for them, I probably would have caught on a lot later in life.
Yeah, I tell you as well, Ja Rule was playing in the streets of Nigeria when I was growing up. I didn't hear Nas one time.
Do you know what? Maybe a good way to gauge this would be, where's Nelly in that list?
Oh, where is
Oh, that's a
Nelly?
good point. I can try and
And
find
again, I feel like Nelly should be there.
But I think Ja Rule had. Oh,
it.
actually.
Scarface is 16th.
Yeah,
You would have bet career, Nelly or Ja Rule?
100%.
I can,
I'd
I
say
can
Nelly.
You think
comfortably say most
Yeah.
people don't know who Scarface
The
is.
world does not know about Scarface.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they've
So the metric is, I think the metric, it's proper. It's to do with lyricism, cadence, and all. Ice Cube. Sorry, who was I asked to find?
Nelly.
Nelly. All right.
Because Eminem being
5.
lower than Nas is crazy. If you're going by...
You mean higher?
By popularity.
No,
No.
lower
He
than
means lower.
Nas. Because Nas was higher than Eminem.
What number's Nas?
Third.
3.
Oh, okay. I thought he was like lower.
So you're saying Eminem should be higher?
Big puns on
if they're
there.
not-
You're talking about
Q-tips on there.
global recognition. Like,
Oh, okay.
The
okay,
world
yeah,
knowing.
yeah.
Black
They love Eminem in Nigeria, boy.
Pusher. Oh
right,
shit!
yeah.
I think this is Buzz.
There's no Nelly in there.
I haven't found him yet. Lil Kim. Yeah, I retracted.
What number is she?
31. T.I.'s 32.
Yeah, it can't be.
See,
just
I wouldn't
about
put
what
Little
they
Kim
said.
next to T.I.
Chuck D.
I wouldn't.
Chuck D, 100%. Is up there, man.
Is Remy Ma on there?
Chuck D.
Curtis Blow. Most Def shouldn't be 36th. They're taking the piss.
Where should Mos Def be?
They're not 36.
Yeah, but where?
We'll discuss that another
Look
time.
at this guy.
Is Remy Ma on there?
Lower than Drake.
Remy hasn't come in. The Ludacris is 39th.
The Cowboys ever
E40. I don't piss you off.
Don't even tell me where to go. Tell me where to go. Tell me where to go. Tell me where to go.
Man said even Jesus Christ had dreads. Crap. Queen Latifah.
So Nelly's not on there. You're scrolling a bit too long.
No, he's not. He's not. No, he's not on there at all.
Okay. And Remy Ma on there?
No, definitely not. Remy.
Okay, no, definitely.
No, definitely not.
Pap ain't on there.
No, absolutely not.
Shame.
I mean, if Nelly's not there, then I can kind of.
I can see why
Yeah,
Ja Rule wasn't on there
yeah.
either. I guess they were giving people that were not commercial. If we open the floodgates, then you have to add Akon on and stuff like that. Anyway, so that happened. What else am I talking about today? Oh, Kid Cudi and what's his name? Lupe Fiasco we're having a fiasco over the weekend.
Who?
Lupe.
With who?
Kid Cudi.
What happened?
Basically,
wears
right.
dresses, though, innit?
Yeah, so basically, right, years ago. So, what was it?
You're arguing about it. Sorry.
When did he transition and become that way?
Who?
Kid Cudi.
He hasn't transitioned, just like the way.
No, not transition, but I mean like
When she started opening
when did he
his
become
mind.
becoming very? Because
Oh, Bedford.
you know what? Maybe because I only know him as day and night.
I thought he was a British guy.
You're
You know? I was
sleeping on him
shocked when I found out he was
heavy.
American.
So all I know is day and night, right? And what's the other one?
Good
Is it
accent.
Poker Face?
No,
That's Lady Gaga.
Lady
Gaga.
Gaga. Wasn't he on there?
No, that was it. Akon done a song. I don't think
No,
Cudi
he
done a
is
song.
on. He did. He has got
He's got a remix.
Poker Face.
Yes.
I said,
I
He's
deleted
on
that
that
song.
song.
That
That
song.
song's cold.
That song shit.
Oh, sorry. Anyway,
That's
my
a
point
banging
is,
song. First
I
of all,
watched
ratings to Stephanie.
I watched House Party, the new one,
Yeah.
on the plane, and obviously he's in the. Has anyone here watched House Party?
No.
The one with Tristan Cole.
No.
Oh, you should watch it. It's funny.
The new ones.
It's cute. It's not obviously it's nowhere near
Yeah.
our house party, but it's. Do you know what it is? I've never seen Tosin play a lead role in it. So seeing him play the lead role and like an American, and he's fine as hell. So it was great. Good on you, Tosin. Love that for you. But Kid Cudi's in it,
Okay.
and he plays this. I didn't realize that he like paints his nails and dresses. Exactly, I had no idea. So seeing him in it, I thought, oh okay.
But so does Drake.
Yeah, and again, me personally,
Well, Drake, oh yeah, I think you sent me something with that.
Yeah.
Like
no,
a picture
even
of
a
Drake.
Ashake. Did you
No,
not see
he doesn't stop
Have
painting.
you not
He loves
seen
it.
Ashake's French manicure?
Girl,
I have to draw the line. I'm so sorry.
Why is it doing
Well, first of all, wait, don't say why is he doing that. So wait, Ashake getting a French manicure, but when he was wearing them bell-bottom jeans,
No, I'm not gonna lie. The bell bottoms are allowed.
no, because it looked like a skirt. He just had a small slit that just made his legs go separate.
No.
If you
he
look
had a
at it,
skirt,
that shit was
no.
looking like a skirt when he's standing still.
No, as in like he wore a skirt recently.
Yeah, he was. He and his
I'm not
girl were
talking about
matching.
that. But that again, I draw the
And he
line.
gets to say he's got beads in his hair and all sorts.
The beads, I can.
So it's African tradition, but it's not.
Right, so
not
that's
for
why I
the
didn't
men.
mind. The baggy jeans, fashion, innit? Fashion.
Palazzo.
Yes. But you see the nails,
What they do?
I was talking to my wife about that the other day. I said, I don't see any color, anything to be on my nails that I would see as just
There's
cool.
nothing
It's
you
not my
can
thing.
say.
I feel like the
I'm
only time I
sorry.
would like the only time. Well, not
And
the only
call me
time. But
closed-minded if you want, but I'm not out here rating it.
Is Ashake's
nails.
is it like how you guys know?
He had a French tip
What's that one?
when
That's
you
what you
got
have
the
this-
white on
white at the end.
on the end.
Not him getting a smile line.
That's what even pissed me off. It wasn't even like a plain colour. Like
Not
you sat
even-
there, you said I want French manicure.
It's a French manicure.
What about kilts?
Oh,
That's Scottish, isn't it?
Yeah, but Kanye
But I don't do
West
Scottish,
wore a
so
Yeah,
kilt.
if you're Scottish, it's part of your tradition, it's your culture. I understand.
Can your
it.
man wear a kilt?
No, you can't.
No, Kanye,
What's it
you're
Ghanaian men
Scottish.
though? When they wear the wrapper,
That's
it's
not
like a skirt.
Girl, what we're not gonna do.
What did you say? What did you say?
Hold on,
It's
hold
like a
on.
halter neck dress.
What we are not gonna do
didn't know
is
what
sit
you said.
here and disrespect my culture, yeah? Because I'm not gonna stand for that. Because first and
Scottish is
foremost, huh?
But Scottish is fine.
I didn't disrespect Scottish culture. I said it's part of their culture. Did I disrespect it?
I'm
Open
talk-
your ears.
I'm talking about Ramsey, to be honest.
Anyway, Ghanaian men do not wear dresses.
No, they don't wear dresses. It's just
or
a wrapper.
skirts.
They just
It's
tie a wrapper.
You don't even tie it. You just fling it over your shoulder.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
It's rich culture.
it is beautiful culture.
You're
though.
not sleeping on Kid Cudi, man. He's done a lot. He's done a lot.
Big up
of
Kid Cudi.
shit.
He's got a
Yeah.
film on Netflix that came out about 2 years ago, last year.
So you're a big
Slaps.
fan. Big fan.
Not necessarily with music, but I like the music he's been involved in.
I'm trying to find Ashake's manicure.
French
It's in his-
tips.
it's-
French
it's-
tips on a man's
It's
crazy.
the video for Lonely at the Top with the remix with her.
Oh no.
Hey man, what you saying?
about
French tips
what for women?
for you.
No, never ever.
I want my man to get like manicures and
And
pedicures
I
because
was
that's
gonna
your
say,
hands dirty.
See, no.
I've got no
But no
issues with a
gloss
guy
on the top
getting,
though.
like, manicures and that.
Get your
pedicures and
cuticles
get-
done or whatever. That's
Yeah.
cool. But
Yeah,
that
yeah.
shiny stuff.
Yeah, you
nah.
can't be. We can't be doing side by side chrome.
No, we're not doing.
Excuse me.
no coffin or almond or none of that. Nah.
But I take mine
Come
extreme.
on.
though. What is that?
Yeah,
Knowing
Yeah,
about the
yeah,
shapes and that.
Yeah.
Loves that. That's
Yeah.
a man.
Yeah.
So his wife's manicures.
You know too much,
Yeah.
man.
He's a good
'Cause
man,
I like
Savannah.
my-
I don't
Nah,
understand.
man.
Good
He
man.
said coffin and almond. I respect
Period.
it. He
Love
knows
that.
about the shapes of nails.
Ramsey, I
Nah,
don't
man.
understand. A bit inconsistent.
How many pieces
What
done?
are you suggesting about a man who gets his shiny?
It looks
ears
like
done?
shit.
Why are you doing this?
Yeah, it looks like shit. That's my only point. I don't think it
That
looks cool.
man would probably look at what you did under his picture
Mm-hmm.
and say that looks like shit.
That's cool. What I did was
Red
hilarious.
is really
Spider-Man,
offended by the
Spider-Man.
tongues.
It was, huh?
Spider-Man, you and that man.
Oh, right. No, you're trying to make it seem as if I'm homophobic. I'm not.
What?
That thing on the net fingernails is garbage. It looks
Excuse
like
me.
shit.
When you don't get cooked
Anyway,
for all of this,
I just
Why you
wait.
take
I
it
don't want
there?
this to be under word on road segment. I don't want to be brought into nothing.
What happened
Anyway.
to Lupe? What happened?
So basically, so years ago, right? So Kid Cudi, Lupe's always like kind of supported Kid Cudi and whatever. Because I was thinking, how did this beef start and whatnot? But years ago, basically, so Kid Cudi used to work in some store, some fashion store, whatnot. And he basically said that when he was working there one time, Lupe must have come in. And then the people that he was working with were like, oh, like Lupe's here. He said Kid Cudi then said he went to hide. And then they were like, why are you hiding? He said basically when he becomes famous, he's not trying to hear Lupe try to son him talking about, oh, I remember when you were starting out and you sold me some garments and whatever. And how, that's basically what that was. But then how the beef actually started, because someone actually put it in the comments. Sorry, bro, just give me a second.
it was during the crypto era when
Yes, that's it. Lupe was selling his records and stuff.
he as NFTs,
Yeah.
and then he decided to say, he's basically
He's
hustling
scamming his fans and stuff. Yeah, so that's basically what it was. So Lupe was a fan of Kid Cudi and whatnot. He used to support him, and actually Kid Cudi has actually publicly said in the past as well that Lupe's always been there for him, even when he was like going through depression and when he was in a low place and whatever. That he's always been there for him, and then Lupe was then selling his records and whatnot to his fans, kind of exclusive. So I didn't want it to be commercial and whatever. And then Kid Cudi decided to chime in on that. So that's where the beef has been for years, where they just haven't spoken. So then Kid Cudi was then on an podcast, recently, and that's where he gave the story about the whole shop thing, saying that, when he was younger, he worked at this store, blah, blah, and he didn't want Lupe to have to go to be in the future somehow, saying that, I remember when you were, you served me one time in a shop and you He basically didn't want that kind of humbling beginning story on his name and whatnot. And then Lupe then tweeted saying Kid Cudi is a B word and continues to be a B word. Ain't nobody finna bring up he used to work at Bape store to diss his BA for, I'm trying to swear less, Christian gal.
Me too.
All right, I'll just let Sanders do what he needs to do. For having a regular job before he was famous, B with a cool job, whatnot, right? And then someone was just like, Lupe, I mess with you, but why are you always like? Why are you watching someone's interview if you know you don't like them? I'm gonna let that question sink in for some of you as well. You people that watch content you don't like, of people you don't like, to then say you don't like it. Mental illness.
No, but
Lupe
hold
then
on.
said-
No.
Go on.
Who used to say that he actually watched it though? Who used to say that someone didn't say, "Oh, look what so and so said about you," and then you go and watch it after that? Because do you get what I mean? Like,
And you know what? You and Lupe, you see each other because that's exactly the explanation you gave.
no, because it's true.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
what he said.
going to watch someone's interview that I don't
That's
like.
exactly
but
what
if
he
you're
said.
talking about me and
Yep.
someone sends it to me, I'm going to watch it.
That's what he said. He said I honestly caught wind of it scrolling through fans' comments, and I was like, "What is this guy talking about with my name?" And then he said he hid from me in the vape store back in the day because he didn't want me to use it against him when he got famous, like job shame him. I wouldn't do that kind of thing. And then Kid Cudi then came and said, "Love you, G. I'm sorry if I hurt you, man. Life is too short." When people piss someone off, yeah. Oh, I'm swearing. When people annoy somebody and then they
now
come
you
and
wanna come
say,
and act-
"Life is too short." Well, guess what? I'm gonna do my short-lived life. I'm gonna spend it every day hitting your ass. That's what I'm gonna do. Anyways, spread love, not war.
Sounds silly though, isn't it?
He says, "Love
It's
you, G."
pathetic. This whole story is pathetic.
Do you know what? I don't think it is because again, Lupe was there for Kid, yeah, when he was.
No. When I say it's pathetic in
Yeah.
the sense where, is that how?
Oh, I think
that,
Kid Cudi's.
like, what do you
yeah,
think
yeah.
of me as a person? Like,
And I think
for
that
you
was
to go
Lupe's
to that
thing.
reach of like, why would you think that I'm gonna job shame you?
And that's what he was like, because he was like, why would I job shame
That's
someone?
what I think is pathetic.
Yeah, it is pathetic.
Lupe.
And I think it speaks a lot to your character.
It
of
does,
who
because
you are.
you
'cause you're
would job shame
projecting.
someone.
Yeah.
Exactly. So basically just apologized to him and said, "Oh, like, love you, I'm sorry if I hurt you." Talk about if you did. But anyways, he said, "Life is too short. Hope you can find in your heart to get past this." And then he was like, "Oh, Lupe, love me, y'all. Don't get it twisted. He's just hurt. He's beefing with himself at this point." In the same breath as apologizing. He said, "Holding that much hate in your heart for someone for so long holds you back in life, bro. That's the devil using you. Hope he finds some peace, man. Now it's just sad."
Okay,
This
so
is all.
That's on brand for him though.
This is all apologizing, you know. And then Lupe said, "On second thought, homie, this ain't enough. You need to talk to me." And then he said, "I just sent you a DM. Let's talk." Then Lupe said, "I didn't get a DM from you." Then Lupe came back and said, "This lying ass bitch." But in positivity and whatnot, they did actually speak. So Kid Cudi did actually speak, call him, and they squashed the beef, and they both tweeted about it because this is the world we live in today. I thought I sent that to myself. Did I send that to myself? No, I did not. Oh, I did. Kid Cudi said, what did he say? He said, "Just talked to Lupe, had a great talk. I know I was wrong and told him I shouldn't have did that mess I did. I called myself looking out for the fans in the moment, but in reality, I was just hating." So this goes back to the whole NFT thing years ago. "I apologized and he accepted it, which I appreciated for real. I understand the anger and vitriol he had for me all these years, and I wasn't mature enough to step up and just have a conversation and admit that I was wrong. We as black men need to be united." You know, people start giving a speech about what black men need to do for the community. All right, hon. We as black men, when you were telling him to go and shove his apology in unholy places, you didn't know you're black men then? Okay. We as black men need to be united. He always had love for me, always supported me. I shouldn't have done him like that. I want to thank my guy, IBN for setting up the calls, and you, the fans, for being real. Okay, I don't care anymore. He says, "We are good now, brand new journey, at Lupe Fiasco. See you soon, brother." And then Lupe said, "Sincerely appreciating my guy, peace and blessings." I like when people make, like, say a celebrity is quoting another celebrity and they hashtag like the projects or something. I always love that. Like, I would do that shit. If you apologize to me, I'm like, okay, love you too. Hashtag the day after. I love stuff like that. But anyways, so yeah, they're good. I like beef being sorted. I feel like that's positive. Meek Mill.
Because
Not the new vinyl.
because right, I love me some Meek sometime. However,
He's that Nikki.
I actually, you know what I thought? Yeah, I thought, and you know what made me laugh? I read the tweet in his accent and how he would have said it. And,
Okay.
And in the serious, it's true. But in the seriousness of he genuine, like the level of ignorance. And do you know what it was for me? I thought, this is the thing, yeah, because America, okay, and I'm not generalizing, but some Americans are so ignorant when it comes to Africa, and it really grinds my gears, and you see it a lot.
Yeah.
And in the past, when we had that whole thing about Meek coming to Ghana and Ghanaians being upset.
Because, you know, I actually think that's the worst part
Ghanaians
all of
being
this.
upset about how he behaved and addressing it.
In the president's
and then you
house.
had the Americans saying, you lot are just hating because you're in Africa and you wish you came over here on the slave ships. And I just thought, this is what I mean about your level of intelligence. How has this conversation now become about slavery and how you lot are in a better position because your ancestors came over on a boat? Okay. Like make it make sense. But the thing is, there's a lot of ignorance and they make it seem as if, I think Americans, and when I was reading that whole back and forth, a lot of not everyone, but the ones that were talking, were basically making it seem as if Africans hate on African Americans. And
they say the diaspora because you can't make it over there.
And I was like, do you know what the crazy thing is? You know how rich in culture and like tradition and stuff it is, like,
we know because some of you are trying to have weddings.
Have you been there? And that's why a lot of you now are flocking over there in December to go find your African prince. Be fucking for real and shut up.
Literally.
So for you to now tweet this, knowing that you've been to Ghana, you did a
you went to the president's house,
concert, you saw the love, you saw how much they took you on board, like the continent, right? People came from other countries to Ghana to celebrate you. You stood in the presidential house and shot a freaking music video.
You know?
So how in your mind are you asking a dumb question like...
Let me tell you the question. It says, do a lot of people play my music in South Africa? I remember having a big show there a few years back. How do y'all listen to our music in South Africa? On what platform? Or in Nigeria? He made the mistake
of including Nigeria.
That's what I've titled this. He made the mistake of asking Nigerians how they listen to his music.
Are you gonna do the honors and read the thread? Because I can if you don't want to.
So basically,
cried
in his tweet,
responses.
His tweet, had, hold on, where is the tweet? His tweet had 3.1 thousand reposts. It had 14,000 quote tweets. I wasn't gonna go. I picked some out that I'm gonna read out some of the responses because I just thought they were great. But it was way too many. Because when I saw it at first, I was just laughing, and then the idea came to me to actually put some word on road. Afterwards, it was 14,000 too many to go through. So someone said, one person said, we send birds to America to memorize songs, then have them singing to us when we all gather at the village square. Someone said, we don't have any music streaming services in Nigeria. We have this guy.
That was my favorite one. He's a town crier. And he comes on Fridays.
Yep. They said, we don't have any music streaming services in Nigeria. We have this guy. He's the only one that has access to Spotify. He's a town crier. He comes every Friday to perform your songs for us. This is how we listen to your music. I hope this helps.
The dreams and nightmares getting shouted.
Bro, and then someone said, and it's true. Someone said, with every new tweet you make, this picture makes so much sense.
Yeah.
See him talking,
like
everyone's looking like, what the hell
like
is this guy?
You actually are a dumb.
You're dumb. And then someone said, the music you did with Davido, because he's got a song with Davido as well, you know. I know Davido, whenever they come to Nigeria, like hip-hop will like host them. Someone said, the music you did with Davido, where did you think the streams came from? Okponu. Okponu is somebody that your brain is empty. Like, you're so, like, there's nothing there. It's just tumbleweeds in your brain. Okponu. Oponu.
Oponu.
Yeah. But the P has a P with it. It's not a P.
Oponu.
So that's a B.
Oponu.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. So it says that's why Nicki Minaj left you. I always like people sprinkle. I like people throw.
I have some.
A little razzle dazzle. Well, hold on, wait. Is that my last one? Oh yeah, someone said, we contribute money to one virgin male and send him to America for 5 years. He comes back and teaches the whole community.
Can you imagine?
So I've got one that says, well, it depends on the season. In summer, we hear it through the trunk of an elephant. In spring, the giraffes catch signal and play it out loud. You get me? Someone else said, normally we use rocks, but on a good day, we use trees, or we get one person to sing for the whole village. And I just thought, you actually deserve all the corn you are getting.
Do you know the lesson here, though? Do you know the lesson here?
That way, though.
No. Iman, I'm glad. No, wait. I'm glad you said that. Iman said he didn't mean it that way. Can I tell you?
No, I said, did he?
He did. Let me tell you what it is.
What way did he mean it?
Let me tell you why this is so bad. This is the issue, yeah. This is why I have an issue with when people go to African countries. When I say Westerners go to African countries, and then you roll out the red carpet for them. You act as if their shit don't sink. You act as if they are way better than you. You act as if like you act like they're white saviors. This is the issue. This man has had multiple concerts in different African countries. He's had it in Ghana for sure. He's had it in Nigeria for sure. Even in this tweet, he said about how he's had it in South Africa. One simple Google. When you go on Instagram and you type in SPO, you see Spotify. You see Spotify UK. You see Spotify US. You see Spotify Africa. You see Spotify in all the places, on all the continents that Spotify exists. How ignorant and how ahead and how do you think people live? And the thing is that he the way he asked that is giving the idea that you think that people in Africa live in mud huts and stuff. But you've been there. You've been there to see that the way Africa is depicted on TV is not how African people live. So why would you think about asking this kind of question? And the issue as well is that you did not think to Google. You did not think to Google this. One simple Google would have shown this. This is such an ignorant thing to have asked. And then acting shocked. And then even saying that you had a show in South Africa and they knew your lyrics and the love was so real. So how did you learn my lyrics? That's basically what he's saying. I came there and you lot showed up and showed out. How was that possible? How did you guys learn my lyrics?
What other context do you think? Well, iPhone 5, 5S, my iPhone 6. In what other context?
I need to hear the thing because obviously, like you guys are saying, it sounds so.
No, but do you know what it is? Also,
dumb.
no, but also, do you know what it is for me as well? Yeah, you guys can see how African music is taken over the world.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Afrobeats is taken over the world. You are very aware, which is why a lot of your artists are collaborating with the biggest African giants
collaborated with them
from the continent. Right. You've done that as well.
He's got some with Davido.
So what else did you mean?
Why are we taking him so seriously when he eats chips like that by the pool?
Well.
No, but do you know what it is? I don't even think. Do you know what it is? It's not even taking them so seriously. Yeah, it's just. It's the level of ignorance.
It's perpetuating the stereotype.
Coming from you.
Read it again, please, Esther.
So the tweet says, "Do a lot of people play my music in South Africa? I remember having a big show there a few years back. How do y'all listen to our music in South Africa? 4 question marks. On what platform or in Nigeria? How do you listen to my music in South Africa and in Nigeria? On what platform?" I suppose he wouldn't know, but typically, if you're an artist, a podcast, whatever it is, if you go on Spotify, it shows you what places that people
are listening
music and stuff like that.
The countries and stuff. Right?
Do you get me? Yeah, basically it does that. But anyway,
no, but he meant. I don't want to try and defend the guy. I don't care enough about it, right? But the thing is, but he said platform. So could he be talking about the other platforms? Because I'm trying to put myself in that position where it's like if I ask
you could ask the question and say, what platforms do you guys listen to my music on? Is it Spotify? Is it Apple? Is it Tidal? Is it
but then after he asked the first question, he said, what platform? And also in Nigeria, like he wants the South Africans to tell him. No, I'm trying to see what he's saying.
Yeah, you're trying real hard.
Like South Africans tell me, Nigerians tell me, on what platforms do you guys listen to my music?
And do you think that's a good question anyway? A sensible question.
No, but I think it could be South Africa, Nigeria. What music platforms do you guys use to listen to my music?
That's it.
But you know the guy.
But he didn't say
these
that.
People are not like they.
He literally said, "Do a lot of people play my music in South Africa?" I remember having a show back, blah blah. How do y'all listen to our music? Not and then the platform thing.
Our.
Yeah, he said, how do y'all listen to our music?
So that's what it is.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying. It's not because you
how
want
do you listen to Western music?
You want to do research. It's like, how do you listen to Western music? How do you listen to American music?
How do you listen to music outside of Davido? How do you hear non-African music?
To add on to your point,
then it said on what platform?
He has he has the optics. He has the metric to see who's listening, where they're listening, when they're listening, how they're listening.
We don't want to hear from. I'm joking. Morning.
Good morning, people. How's everyone today, man?
We're right.
Is that Kevin?
It's Saleh.
Oh,
Fantastic.
Oh, happy New Year, Saleh, man. It's been a while. How are you?
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everyone.
Still on keto?
Yeah. So I was listening to this conversation. In fact, this year, recently, I've had a lot of episodes to catch up on, but I'm making my way slowly. But I think you guys are giving this Meek Mill guy too much. What's the word? Too much credit because you're saying he's being. What was the word? He's being
dumb.
I think that's what you said. What did you say?
We're ignorant.
Ignorant, maybe.
Ignorant, yes. But you see, the thing is, to have ignorant you have to have a certain level of intelligence. And like, especially, okay, I've never met Meek Mill, but these Americans in general, when it comes to their knowledge of like the world, other countries.
I mean, they still think Africa's a country and not a continent. So that in itself,
I'm going to Africa.
It's quite. So when you hear things like this, the only way you can take it is as a joke. As in, like, you need to look at them and say, "Wow, oh, that's cute, that's fun." This man, he's working up, and these are the questions he's asking. Because any man with 2 brain cells will log on to their accounts. They've got their, where they get paid. Spotify, YouTube, blah blah blah, and it shows them the statistics. These people even have people that run these things for them and manage the stats and come back and report.
Yep.
So how can you now come and ask this question? And now you've actually gone and done a big show there. So it's like, what do you mean you don't know how they're listening to the music? Check the country. You look up the country. Say, oh, okay, this many people, these people between the age of this and that, and then it shows everything. So, yeah, when people say things like this, you just need to just pray for them, keep them in your prayers, and for that, hope that things get better.
I hear
That's
it.
too funny, man. I like that one. I'm going to start using that. I'm going to keep in my prayers. That can be whatever you want it to mean, love. Oh, dear. Thank you, Saleh.
Thank you very much.
No worries, everyone. Have a fantastic day.
And you too, honey. Take care.
Bye.
Take care.
All right. Well, someone else is getting cooked. This is my last cooking of this. Young Philly was getting cooked over the weekend.
Oh,
Word.
the army thing, innit?
Yeah, man. So basically, right, the British Army. So they tweeted, right? They've got a game. Fortnite,
game,
right? It's
innit?
to do with Fortnite. So basically, they tweeted on their Twitter, and they tweeted on their Twitter. They tweeted on Twitter, and they said, "Check it out. Els the Witch and Young Philly battle to be the best on our new Fortnite experience operation Belong." And essentially, 24th of January, blah, blah, live on Twitch, blah, 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 who will win? And then hashtag ad. People started cooking Young Philly because they're basically upset with Young Philly for collecting a British Army bag after he had said free Palestine. So here is where I don't think the cooking was deserved. And
You see, this is
at the time I wrote this
so
down.
too.
You see
okay,
why?
good.
You see why?
I don't think.
You see why I
Yeah,
don't
no,
get
no,
no,
any
I
of
don't.
these things. It's,
So
it's above me.
So let me
I don't.
speak on why it is I don't think. Because I just had one simple question. I was seeing Young Philly getting cooked, as in getting dragged by his single. The poor guy deleted his tweet, talking about the job he had. He had to delete it, right? Lots of people upset with him for collecting a bag and saying, "Oh my gosh, how could you be promoting British Army or playing the game, whatever, when they supplying arms to Israel and whatnot?" And my question was just simple, not much, just a simple question. You start cooking this man on the internet whilst using the phone that you typed free Congo with. If we're gonna do that, if we're gonna be so.
Yeah.
Do you mean if we're gonna be so what's the word? So intentional and so nitpicky about every single thing. So because you boycott Zara, you boycott McDonald's, and you boycott Starbucks and whatnot, all of a sudden now you are now on a better moral high ground than anybody. And this is why I told you that if I could change social media, I'm banning this shit. Because British Army and Young People just posted and there will be no comments allowed. None. My thing is that I understand that whatever, but again, I keep telling you, and I said this during Black Lives Matter on a No Shade episode, I'm sure you can go and dig it up somewhere, right? I said, stop looking to influencers to be activists.
Yeah,
Stop it. Because you force these people to say Black Lives Matter. You force them to say free Palestine. You force them to speak on these things, and these people don't have a clue what any of the things they're speaking on means. Yeah. They just say buzzwords. They say buzzwords and then they go ahead and live their normal lives because they forced me to say that, okay, I've said it, I've ticked that box. Then here you are cooking them again. Don't make sense. Because some of you are in your workplaces intentionally having conversations about free Palestine because you'd be jobless. But yet someone who took a job is what you want to come and fight over. Personally, I just didn't think the cooking was warranted. I think that when I see celebrities do stuff or endorse stuff that it doesn't align with my personal morals and whatever it is, and it's someone I follow, I just unfollow them. Or someone I watch and stuff like that, I would just tap out and I'd be like, you know what you do, I didn't agree with it, that's that. I'm not going to. I don't know what people's situations are.
Why is he giving
I
him-
don't know. Young Philly, I don't know what responsibilities he's got for his family and whatever. I don't know what kind of tough decisions he's got to make when it comes to money. And I think when it comes to money and people criticizing the kind of bags people get and whatnot, obviously unless it's like where it's child trafficking and stuff involved, I get it. But as in like I understand the annoyance
Moral high
and
ground.
I understand the moral high ground, right? But when it comes to other things, I don't know what people are dealing with. I don't know what response. I don't know what's going on in their household. I don't know how hard they're having to work for X, Y, and Z matters. For me to be the one to be like, why didn't you decline that money? Are we going to? And I said this. Who did I say this for? I can't remember what it was for. I think it was to do something about Nelson Mandela's kids or something like that. And I said, okay, you tell people not to do this, not to do that. Are you going to create a fund for them then? Are you going to create a fund then? Because if Young Philly said, you know what, I decided not to take this bag and whatever else, that's cool. Are you going to create a fund? One time, he and Chunks were talking, and Chunks basically said, I think they were with shits and gigs and stuff, and Chunks was basically saying how he declined some money from a betting shop. It was like a seven-figure money or whatever it was, yeah. People were like, oh, because obviously he was like, my religion doesn't align with betting and gambling and whatever. And people were like, oh, that's crazy. Like, he should have taken it. Like, you're not the one. It's just a bag. Do you get me? So, like, the goalpost for it's just a bag shifts depending on what it is. But because you guys feel like you in a better position this time, because every day you're free in Palestine and whatnot, you think that you can cook the guy. Just leave people alone, man. If you don't like what people do, why do you feel the need to have to let them know that you think they're a piece of shit? That's me. That's my 2 cents on that. But I hope Young Philly's okay. Well,
Yeah.
he gets cooked every other business day.
I feel like, first off, I fuck with Young Philly. And the fact that he even said Free Palestine is a big thing, him and Chunks, is sick.
Because DJ Khaled is still hasn't said nothing.
Fuck DJ
That is
Khaled,
that.
he's shitting me. I personally don't know if I would take the bag from the army, but that's more so to do with I don't like the way they recruit young people.
Yeah.
I feel like it doesn't sit right with me. The adverts are like, oh, make something of yourself, and then but it's
giving grooming.
you're not, yeah, I don't like that. But I agree with what you said. We can't go to we can't go to influencers to have the constant moral high ground and to be activists.
Gosh.
Disagree
But-
with grooming, eh?
What?
Disagree with grooming, do you?
I can't understand what you're saying.
Disagree with grooming, do you?
So, I don't think Young Philly should have got cooked, and I feel like, well, let me make my point, man.
Amusement park in your backyard.
Let me.
Excuse me?
I don't know what he's talking. Let me make my point, please. I know we can fight. I'm down. I'm always down. So, Young Philly, and I need to see the people who are chatting shit to him because unless you lot are boycotting literally the whole country, we are all funding all of us through what we're buying, what we're consuming, and our tax. So there's only finite amount of way we can boycott. I know most of these men them are still shopping, and it's easy enough.
Yeah.
Here's my point. Better yet, man, them are finding it hard to not go to McDonald's to buy a fucking burger, and you're telling me you would have dropped a bag from the army, but you can't find somewhere else to get your food. Are you dumb? It needs to stop. We need to get all the support we have and stop pinpointing people and treating them like shit when they're already on the right side of history.
Is it the same people that are eating McDonald's that are getting onto him?
I wouldn't be surprised. That's what I said. I need to see the people. I need to see how much they're doing because the Congo thing is right. I've heard a lot of people say save Congo, but then they're buying a new phone every other month, every other year.
We're getting an
The
upgrade.
new technology instead of just buying used. There's hypocrisy in everyone. I think Young Philly should
And I
be
think
loud.
that's my thing, is that there's hypocrisy in everybody. And just because your shit is not... I'm sorry. I'm going to
You're trying. Get a swear jar.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to be rich by the
don't
end of
do
the
that, you
year.
know.
What? Get
We can't get a surgery.
No, I didn't say we. I said
No, I'm
she.
saying me. No, I'm the one, and I'm the one keeping the money. It's my money I'm putting, and I'm keeping the money myself. But I think like my thing is that it's the hypocrisy about these things. Like when it comes to celebrities, when it comes to public figures and whatnot, we get to see their flaws and their stuff publicly, and so it's always easy to comment. But no one knows what it is that you're doing behind closed doors. Do you know what I mean? And you know that no one can comment on that. You know for a fact. Do you get what I mean? So that's why I just don't have time for it. I can't tolerate it because sometimes it's always worse when I know what people be doing. I'm like, look at you here, lighting your neighbor's torch. If we were to speak now, lest we speak. Do you get what I mean? So I didn't think it was nice. I didn't think it was a nice thing to do. And I think, again, just stop, man. You are just
Some people
draining.
don't like when these celebrities are performative and then they slip up without being
accountable.
due diligence.
But people love doing that.
What do you mean that's a slip up, though?
Someone, if anyone slips up, We were talking about this, I think, a few months ago.
As in, isn't it such a short space of time, though?
What do you mean?
I mean, the connection to the army and that is quite evident, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if he was being performative when he said Free Palestine, was he?
I don't think. Well, the footage I saw of him in chunks, it seemed sincere. But for anyone wanting to say we don't want the death of children or the death of innocents to happen in any country, it could have been any other country.
Yeah.
So.
Because think about it, even that year, we say that an example that comes to mind is when the whole Balenciaga thing happened. I'm saying, I keep seeing that.
I even think that they targeted him. They saw him saying Free Palestine, and the government was like, "Oh, is that what you're doing? All right, cool."
You think so?
100%.
Because I think
I'll give you some money.
I think this was in the
Why
works time
do
ago.
they care about young Philly?
I think this was in the work time ago.
Why?
No, he is, but I mean
Hear this. When young Philly or Chunks says something online, because they have a massive following.
Okay.
What happens online?
There's influence.
You talk about it, right? Now, that particular thing that he said,
Yeah.
it was fantastic for a lot of people. And whoever, the powers that be, again, who care about what happens in the young generation when you're talking about online influence, you can see an opportunity to say, all right, let me take this guy down a notch. Let me go and give him some money to do an army ad.
It still doesn't take away what he believes. I don't understand. It's still not. That's still not an effective way.
He's getting cooked now, and he's now been removed from the entire board, right?
What board?
The board of influence. Next time he's not going to say Free Palestine.
No, he is, because he is. It is that. So what?
No, wait, I 100% might be making this up.
Okay,
right?
I think, yeah, you are.
I look for conspiracies everywhere.
That's why I sent you the video.
I look for conspiracies everywhere.
Everywhere.
Right? Let me stop here.
Okay.
Yeah, let me stop here. I don't even know why Isaiah made a contribution. I was trying to help young Philly, but never mind.
Just
No, young Philly's fine. Young Philly's fine. He's alright. I don't think anything detrimental is gonna happen with it. It's still free Palestine. It's still free Syria. It's still free Sudan. It's still free Congo. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I just think that certain things, if you're going to be picking out at somebody, I think it's always easy for people to say that, oh, well, like, say, for example, like, a phone is not a big deal compared to, like, I guess, getting money from British Army. But, like, everyone can just basically put their own opinions into what holds value, what doesn't hold value, and whatnot. But if you're going to be calling somebody, my thing, if you're going to be calling somebody else out, then that means your life is perfect and you are walking.
But they're not.
And you're not. And that's why I don't want to hear it.
People love when people fuck up. People say I had a following, which I don't. Say they caught me cheating, it will be a rap for me. Rap. If they caught E-Man with a white girl, a rap for E-Man.
I couldn't see that.
A rap. They love finding something that you were so passionate about.
I've got some stuff on you.
On me?
Yeah.
You got some stuff on me?
Yeah.
Go on.
No. I'm gonna wait.
No, now. Definitely now.
Definitely now. You're screaming very, very loud about a particular thing.
No, please. Go on.
No.
What have you got? What mess have you got?
Got you interested now.
Anyway,
that's what I think it is.
My point was, you missed it, Gina. Apparently,
if that's who I think
it doesn't have a name,
is.
so this is a lottery at this point.
Oh, let's find out.
My point is that that viewers and consumers love seeing people mess up, especially if they idolize someone. They love seeing someone mess up, so they can bring down a notch because it makes them feel better.
100%.
Morning,
guys. Black Rob here. Yeah.
Who's this?
You notice with the
Black Rob.
Black Rob.
Oh, it's got him.
Yeah, cool. Do you know the young Philly thing? Yeah, it's more so because I think I do kind of agree with what Brent said, where he was just like they always like to go for the ones that are maybe that could potentially be agitators, and then it's kind of like I know. Do you know like when they said with the Cat Williams stuff, where they said the ones that are the ones that seem like the real ones are the ones that they try to put in the dresses. It's like young Philly's like the because he was saying stuff that went against the narrative that they wanted. They thought, let's throw some money at him and make him say what we want, and then that will kind of bring people back to what we want. But also, if you're, I don't think that's a good argument saying, no, if you're perfect, then you can't criticize. Everyone could be criticized, especially if you say Free Palestine, then you do a ad for the army. If
you
young
made the
Philly
point
was
that
like,
they can't get criticized.
I think maybe Esther said that, something like that. Oh, you're not perfect or something like that, so you can't criticize of that. That's not really. I think you still can criticize someone if you're not perfect, because especially if it doesn't lie with what they've said previously as well.
Okay, all right.
Because you get the people like Michael Jordan. Because I remember when Michael Jordan was like, he was like, they interviewed him and said, Republicans buy Jordans too, because he was basically like, I'm a capitalist, I don't care. If he did something like that, people would be like, fair enough. We know where he stands. He doesn't care about social issues. He just cares about the bag. But if you're talking all this, I've got a heart. I'm trying to do the right thing. I want to be the right side of history. And then you do something like that, then it kind of contravenes what you're trying to say. So that's where people are going at them for. And I think people aren't just going at. If you saw the comments, people are just like, "Raw, I don't rate this." Like people still, the comments were more like, "Oh, I'm disappointed in you, but we're still your guys," kind of thing, rather than just shitting on them.
Cool. That's good then.
Yeah, so I think holding people accountable is a good thing. So I don't think accountability is a word that we should get rid of. I think it's good to hold people accountable.
That's what
let me ask you a question once
nice
they're
little
called
callback.
tackling.
That's a callback.
Let me
I'm gonna block your number.
Black Rob, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. So where's the line between holding people accountable and council culture?
Yeah. Okay, in this instance, it doesn't look like council culture. It looks like holding them accountable.
No, but I ask you, where's the line?
So,
what is?
where's the line?
Yeah, how would you?
I'm not sure how to answer. I'm not sure how to answer that question. So, like, I can only use the examples that we're given. So, this one was holding accountable. It wasn't council. No one's cancelling. Everyone's saying, "Yo, do better." So, I think that's all right. But council culture, maybe it's unjustifiable, or you have to use situations. If you give scenarios, then I can be like, "Yeah, that's council culture." That's not. But for the most part, this is just holding accountable.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, and I'm all for that.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
Okay. All right.
What happens when we get Ramsey on the show?
No, it's not what happens when it's what happens when you have a black Rob watching the show. Anyways, I'm done. Let's get into People's Journal. Yeah.
All
Sick to my
right.
stomach.
Welcome to the People's Journal. I give you the news from an economics point of view. First thing, I like to be fair on this show. I really do, as you guys know.
It's about Labour.
That's the kind of right. I've criticised Sadiq Khan since the beginning of us starting this show, innit? And so I have to obviously use that same energy to not criticise him in this particular respect, right? So he has decided to freeze TFL fares until March of 2025.
That's really good, isn't it?
It is good, but we have to
They
obviously
just
put
raised
it
it up actually last week.
we have to put it in context, right? Obviously, the fares for the service that you tend to get isn't really the best, you know, especially with all the strikes that's going on. Yes, the workers should definitely get what they would, what they deserve, but obviously them taking so long to sort out the situations is having a ripple effect on everybody else who would be otherwise asking to bloody pay more for the service, innit? But anyway, just wanted to mention to everybody that, until March 2025, apparently it's part of a £123 million investment in TFL. Sadiq Khan has announced that he's going to be freezing fares, man.
He's clutching at straws. He ain't winning the next.
You don't think so?
No way. He's hated.
Someone brought up a good point though. They were saying how so with knife crime, obviously people always blame Sadiq Khan and stuff, yeah. And people basically saying it's given racism. Okay. Because why is it when you've now got an Asian what is he? MP, what is he again?
Yeah.
MP in it.
I think he's Pakistani, you know?
Mayer, that's it. Mayer.
Yeah.
From Toot. I think he's from Tooting, Pakistani.
Yeah. So why is it that when you got this ethnic person now, is all of a sudden now you want to be blaming them? Did what's it called? Ken Livingstone get blamed for whatever? Did Boris Johnson get blamed for whatever? And it is actually true. I actually hear a lot of things. Sadiq Khan gets blamed. I don't like the guy, but he really does get a bad rap.
But he's done a lot of bad things though. Right?
He has, but the other people that have done bad things, they don't get blamed like that. I mean, people are slowly forgetting what Boris did during or didn't do during COVID and such.
But I think people have blamed Boris though, man.
Nah, but I feel like the way Sadiq Khan gets blamed for stuff, man, like it could start raining now. But like, oh, damn Sadiq Khan. Like
Yeah,
he
you're right.
really has become a swear word. People do blame him for a lot of stuff.
But why is he charging us for Blackwell Tunnel?
No, he will always get blamed for that. I think he should get cooked for everything concerning the roads and stuff.
Congestion.
Oh, he should get cooked for all of that stuff.
Actually,
But,
you know what?
but why is he in it for knife crime and stuff? Because what, he's the mayor of London? What's that going to do for him?
You got a point. Because remember, the whole thing with TFO is because he was getting reduced funding from the government.
Okay.
So that then, like you said,
Yeah,
ripple
that's what he
effect
said.
had a ripple effect on the funding that Sadiq Khan had when he was trying to negotiate with the drivers. He was fighting with Boris when he was in charge at the time for more funding to end strikes.
Okay.
So it does have a ripple effect. Only thing I hate Sadiq Khan for is closures of the roads and ULEZ. I would
Congestion
never
charge.
forgive him for it.
Congestion charge, I hate him the most for.
Increase the hours.
Yeah.
For congestion
Yeah.
charge
I would never
and the
forgive him for
days for congestion charge.
Never forgive him.
Saying he's going to roll it back, but hasn't done so.
However,
increase ULEZ the entirety of the
he has done that.
capital.
However, I don't know. I need to research it, but apparently the ULEZ proposal was put through by Boris initially. Then Sadiq Khan came and just followed it, which he's still a dickhead for.
Exactly. That's all that matters. It came in. You could have ended it.
Yeah.
All he did was expand it. You know what I'm saying? So I have to blame him.
So do you think Labour's gonna stop the Rwanda building? Bill, stop the Rwanda.
No, I don't think so.
No?
I think they're all the same.
Okay, all right,
All the same.
cool.
This is why I don't like to act like I'm loyal to Labour. For what?
You've never acted like you were loyal to Labour.
Yeah, precisely. That's true. You know what I'm saying?
Have Labour been contesting the Rwanda bill in Parliament?
I believe so. Yeah, they said it's not
do
gonna.
you
It doesn't.
think
It's not gonna make
that
sense.
When they are now in power, they're gonna keep it running.
I don't care because I'm not voting for them.
He asked you the question and you said yes. You think they are going to keep running it?
Yeah.
Really?
If it's passed and a flight takes off and it basically it's working, Labour will keep it. That's why I think.
You know what? I kind of see where it's coming from because Keir has been U-turning more than a minicab driver on everything. So I wouldn't be surprised. I'm surprised the man can stand up. I don't know how he stand up. He ain't got no spine. I wouldn't be surprised.
I believe we will. And all that will happen is they'll give us a reason for why they can't. That's all. And then
We've
we'll
already
believe
paid Rwanda. They've already have the money and they're not
some
giving us the money
foolishness.
back. Yeah, I see it.
Something will happen. But anyway, long story short, that's what happened, right? With Sadiq Khan. So at least gotta give him a little something there. Next thing is, remember we spoke about airports and that whole 100 milliliters liquid ban, and they're getting rid of it and all that type of
Oh
stuff.
yeah, please, I hope they are.
Well, it's gonna be prolonged.
As in, like, the ban is later.
Yes.
Oh, crap.
But in City Airport, it's not a thing.
Well, what do you mean? Like,
Basically, in City Airport, it's not a thing. Like, they don't have the
don't
have
have
the
the
limit.
ban.
Mill, no.
okay, cool. Maybe it was just an international airport type thing, or is
No, I think it's Gatwick
it's
and all
not
them,
because-
Stansted, all of them.
I think when Beverly was flying to Ghana,
Mm.
she said, like, they don't have that.
okay,
And where'd she get from?
interesting.
See?
Oh,
Okay, let me know.
Okay.
oh yeah.
Well, it was meant to be, I guess, all the major airports. So maybe it's because it's not a major airport. Maybe that's the reason probably. But yeah, it was meant to be a major thing. Basically, the government told all the major airports, right, that they have to have this high tech equipment in place from the 1st of June 2024 this year. So that obviously it prevents everybody from having to put all the bloody things, 100 milliliters, all that type of stuff, the limit, right? But basically, long story short, all of the biggest airports are pretty much on task to miss the deadline, right? Because they have not installed, and they probably won't have it in time to install all the advanced security scanners that would basically mark the end of this 100 milliliter limit on liquids. So yeah, that's pretty much the reason why that's happened. So Heathrow, Gatwick, and Manchester don't expect to have all their scanners ready by that particular date.
It's so dramatic, man. They know what they're doing. It's an inconvenience.
Dogflation.
Dogs.
Dogflation, yeah, man.
As in the price of dogs going up. So they keep illegally breeding them.
Well,
I'm not scared of them. I would do that.
everything to do with owning a dog and all that type of stuff basically is almost double CPI, so the consumer price index. Yeah, man.
Pedigree and that.
Everything, yeah. So apparently people have gone to buying cheaper dog food.
Not the dogs in
The
Tesco
economy
value.
is Tesco.
All the way from pedigree. That's so up or down. As a dog, I'd be fuming. Like, are we poor? They just be telling us their parents that we poor.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and even some people have gone as far as just saying, you know, I can't even afford it. I'm just gonna give up my pet. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Well,
that's
they
the one
very
man
love
best
that,
I
don't
friends.
guess it's a humane thing to do.
They never really loved it. That's how it would. How you give up your pet because you're poor? What was I gonna say? There's a show I watched and the kids must have asked the parents, "Are we poor?" Because the parents did something. I can't remember, but it's gonna bug me all day now.
But yeah, that's basically what the situation is. They just said it's almost double CPI. Inflation, like I mentioned last week or 2 weeks ago, for December was 4%, but the price of owning a dog has gone up by 9%.
That's stupid. You give the dog away. So,
My friend actually gave his dog away.
see?
So the other
What did
day,
they give it to? Or just sell it?
yeah. So the other day I was like, oh my gosh, how's? I don't remember.
Where
his
the
name.
dog is?
Harold.
And he was just
What
like,
you say? Road.
he was just like, gave him away.
Harold. And that they do name the kid.
Oh my gosh, what Nash? I was like, how's Nash? He's like, I gave him away. I said, why? He goes, because Gina, I have to get. She was like, do you know how much I'm spending on dog sitting? He said, I have to get a dog sitter. Like if I'm going out, I have to get a dog sitter. He was like, he travels a lot for work. Whenever he leaves for work, he has to get a dog sitter. He said he calculated how much he spent in a couple of months, and it was like 1,000. He said,
Do you know? I guess you know this doggy nursery because Dobby, that's Georgette's dog, yeah. It's a nursery. It's so funny, and they send her pictures of him during the day. And at one time, first of all, Dobby's living a great life, yeah. He has a banging coat. He has a really nice. That's in like an actual jacket, right? This little dog went to school, forgot that left the jacket in school. When he got home, she was like, "You two, when they put you in the car to come home, did you make the jacket?" I tell you, I can't take it seriously. When I'm on the phone to her, I'm always just laughing. It's too funny. There's actual doggy nursery where they go to play with other dogs.
That's crazy. But it's a good business idea. You know?
yeah.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
How much is that?
I don't know, but I think he was telling me how. I think it's like £20 an hour or something like that.
£20 an hour.
Not the doggy nursery, but I think
Doggy nursery is
His
the,
sitter.
it's in
his
the
sitter was
hundreds.
expensive.
Wow.
She's making bread.
Because they're there like all day. They pick him up and then bring him back home.
Wait.
He's got a school bus.
Wait, you can get paid £20 an hour just to
Dog
Look
sit.
after
let the dog do what
dogs.
he wants to do?
Look after someone's dog.
Is there a camera in the house?
No, but they expect you to send them
Bread,
pictures.
man.
Bread. If I come in here and I hear barking, I swear.
Bread's coming to kick the dog.
No,
How are you
you
gonna
have
know
to-
if it is you're not looking after the dog the way they want you to look after the
No, but
dog?
they will know that because you have to feed. Obviously, you have to
You
feed
have
the dog
morals.
and whatnot.
What? For
I said
dogs?
morals.
Exactly.
Morals.
What are you talking about? You just gonna
Have you
attack a
pet-
dog? No, I don't.
Why are you taking this
'Cause I don't-
position then?
Because I don't have animals, bro.
Oh yeah, you're vegan.
It doesn't matter. I don't have any sentient being.
I did laugh after you said vegan like that.
This guy's
Oh,
nuts.
are you vegan? Oh, makes sense. Okay.
So
you
you,
have
just
a
because you're
moral-
not vegan,
you
you
have a
attack
moral
animals.
compass. I don't give a shit about animals.
You hit animals.
I can't. I'm scared of them, so I don't care about their
Would
life.
you hurt them actively?
I don't care about their life.
Would you hurt them actively?
I mean, if you're coming to attack me, I'll kick you. Yeah.
No, that's not what I said. Would you go out of your way?
I'll be too
Nah,
scared.
man,
so
she
no.
can't do that.
I'll be too scared. I'm scared of animals, so I couldn't. But if I wasn't scared,
No.
She's not a psychopath.
please.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Well, who goes out their way just
Exactly.
to go on?
This guy, the way he's talking about, is there cameras? Is there cameras?
No, but he just understands. No, he just understands business. So he doesn't
I
feed them.
would say it's
It's a
the
job.
easiest money
To make.
ever. You just turn up, you have food. You got Netflix. And you got
Netflix.
what it was too.
No, but you know you have to
The way-
send like
the way
the
you're
parents
making it sound was nuts.
pictures and stuff. And
Yeah,
let them-
you can
and
take pictures.
No, but you have to
and
do like a report card.
You can write while you watch
You
Netflix.
can write.
The way you're making it sound, it was
hour.
nuts.
Why?
You're in the wrong business then.
Imagine.
The
It's
immature-
easy money though.
Yeah, for sure. Well, yeah. I
immature-
don't want to be a dog walker though. Fuck that.
No,
They-
I
they
mean, if I
mature
like
reviewer,
dogs,
yeah.
it'd be like, you know what I mean? If I like dogs, then I think it'd be £20 an hour.
Yeah.
Bring all of them.
And you know, better than walk like with 10 down the street.
No,
I'm not doing that.
there's just be, but your house might smell though.
Your house will smell. What will?
Bare
If
dogs.
you got
exactly.
10 dogs, that's a zoo. Your house definitely stinks.
I was just going to say, the immature reviewer in the chat, she said, I almost gave my dog away, man. But I couldn't do it. And now we suffer in poverty together.
Love that.
eating plain boiled chicken.
What?
You don't sound like someone.
Nah, she's joking. She's
You
joking.
don't sound like someone that should be stressed.
She's
out.
joking.
And she said her dog goes to dog school too.
Yeah, she's not serious.
So
She's
apparently-
eating-
apparently- wait, hold on, she's starving.
Yeah, she's subjecting her stomach to unseasoned. I want to add unseasoned to
Your
it
priorities
because
are
it's given
jokes,
unseasoned.
bruv.
Unseasoned boiled chicken, and your doggy
That's
is
nuts.
going to a doggy spa,
You're moving mad.
No, but she
and
has
you're
to
eating
go
a
to
boiled
work.
chicken sandwich.
You're
to work.
moving mad.
My
Someone
You're
has to
friend,
look
moving
after
mad.
the dog.
Priorities are crazy at you. You're moving crazy.
Anyway,
Man said boiled chicken, bruv. No.
let me not give my opinion before I'm giving my opinion.
Word.
Anyway, next thing. Huh? What happened? Why?
LOL.
All right, so Tesco. Yes,
Love
they've
Tesco.
been forced to apologize, man, to customers.
Oh, wow, what did they do?
Basically, there was a technical issue that basically meant that bare deliveries across the country were just cancelled.
That's annoying.
Yeah, with little notice.
Sunday roast done. That's
Yeah,
annoying.
so you've been waiting maybe a couple of days. Oh, it's gonna come at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, but don't apologize
Email.
to me.
Can-
Give me a £20 voucher.
Is that it?
I swear to God, if that's
Has to be.
What do you think is? Oh, let's see. Good morning.
Hello.
sound like a sensible person.
No,
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Yeah, so I just had to power up. I was listening to the conversation.
Morning. Who are you speaking to, please?
Can you hear me well? Yeah.
Yes, yeah. we can.
This is Femi.
Oh, morning,
What's going
Femi.
on?
Big up, Femi.
I like when
Yeah.
Femi calls.
Just a quick one. I bought my house. In July last year we moved in.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
And
Give me the horns for that.
That's the horns, Brent. Okay.
That's a hater.
It's because you're Nigerian. He's a hater.
Did you get
And the
a nice
owners,
rate?
nah, bro. Nah, I'm
Nah, bro.
Nah, good for you though. Still sick.
But yeah, the owners that lived there previously, their business was actually they were dog groomers. So they had like a bath in the back and a shampoo. So where my office is now, there was actually a dog grooming center that they built themselves. I'll guarantee you, and I promise you, the smell only just left that this December,
Really? From June?
Ew, July.
June. And that's with windows open, all sorts of air fresheners, everything. So Brent, if you're thinking of running that business, be prepared for that smell.
Brent can't think of it. Because I tell you guys for free right now.
You think
I'm not coming in.
Uncle Carlton's gonna have it?
Hell no. That's
that is
disgusting,
crazy.
man. That's
But yeah,
a
big
lingering
up,
smell.
have a good show, yeah.
Have a lovely
Nice one,
day.
man. Congrats again.
Safe.
All right. Well, the last thing I wanted to mention is just that, and I know Ramsey will like this. According to analysis by Labour, water company bosses have awarded themselves over £25 million in bonuses and incentives. Yes, this is since the last general election. £25 million. The analysis found that 9 water chief executives were paid £10 million in bonuses, £14 million in incentives,
Wow.
and £603,580 in benefits since 2019.
Are they
What a
regulated
job.
by anybody?
Yes.
Who were they regulated by?
Oh, off something.
Because all these things, I'm just like, so the government is sitting there talking about we're poor. Old people are having to choose whether they want to eat or whether they want to put the heating on. All these things happening, and people are just giving themselves bonuses.
Basically.
And there's no regulation, there's nothing. And then Rishi Sunak as well was giving Ukraine £25 million just because something nice, Christmas present. And
I thought
everyone
it
is
was more
just
than
chilling.
that.
So yeah, it's
It was more than more than 25 mil.
Unless I get it wrong.
No,
So there's that.
Was it
It was the biggest they've ever given.
Yeah, it was something crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, I
Yeah,
don't want to
right,
get it
though.
wrong. Because people's lungs are getting a little bit tight.
But yeah,
2.5 billion.
No way.
Yeah, crazy, isn't it?
So you're nearly there. You're there with the
Just move the
2.5.
decimal, change the M to a B.
To answer your questions, off what?
Off what?
Yeah, off what.
Okay.
They're the
But,
ones.
but we're
who
talking
regulate.
about we're talking about the main water company, right? The same water company that dumped fecal
Yes,
matter.
all of them
Ew.
people
The
there.
same company that isn't regulated. The same company
Yeah.
that's apparently going to hike up their prices soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. This country-
But Labour saying that,
country's a
look,
joke.
but Labour's pledged, they're saying to give the water regulator new powers so that they can ban these payouts, you know what I mean, to the bosses of these firms that are illegally, like you said, polluting rivers, lakes and seas and things of that nature, man, if they win the next election, which they definitely will. So hopefully they do what they say they're going to do and they actually give off what the powers to actually do these things, man. Because what they're saying is under the new plans, off what could have blocked 6 out of the 9 water chiefs' bonuses last year because of severe levels of sewage pollution.
Are they that company? Are they lobbyists for?
I'm not
Are
too
they
sure.
donating money?
I'm not too sure, but it wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. You know what I mean?
Isn't this
All of
another-
them doing it.
Isn't this another symptom of capitalism, though?
I don't think so, because you get the equivalent for any other corporation that's back in Labour. Same thing.
But they'll be able to get away with these liberties
Who?
if they weren't funding the party that's in power,
Who would be?
the company.
Yeah, but that's in any walk of life. I don't see that as a capitalist. I mean, it comes with capitalism, but it
Yeah,
could
that's what
also
I'm
come
saying.
with socialism too. Because you could be a socialist and still have the powers that, you know, all kind of operating from central government.
No,
But,
so- but
to
if-
get
if-
there,
I'm
you're
not,
going
I'm
to
not,
be...
one, I'm not fighting for socialism. What I'm saying is that what you're saying, that doesn't make sense.
How does
Because
it
if
not
they
make
were
sense?
taxed proper amount via, you're saying socialism, then they wouldn't have these incentives, these, what's that, another word?
But capitalism doesn't prevent the proper taxation of these companies.
No,
That's nothing to do with
capitalization
capitalism.
puts money above everything. So instead of taking care of the quality of the water, the quality of the service,
Yeah.
you're bringing your outgoings lower to make more money.
There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is...
It is when it's being exacerbated like this.
No, let me tell you what the problem is. The problem is all of these political parties have people who fund them, right? They get into power. And what they do is they put in subsidies and they put in tariffs and it's for their agenda. So what happens is in a place where you would have 5 of us here, where ordinarily you would have 5 of us all having water companies, this person over there, the 6th person, is only allowing you to get all the funding, to get all the contracts, to get all the certain things because of your relationship. That's not capitalism. That's just nepotism. That's not fair. In a real capitalist society, in a free market, all of us will be allowed to compete equally. And so the nonsense you can get away with by having X amount of profit and doing nothing, like sorting out the sewage and stuff, will be gone because somebody else would care about the service they get from us. And then they'll be able to switch.
You're adding arbitrary rules.
No, that's what I'm telling you what capitalism is.
With capitalism, you want most market share to make most money. Who cares how you get there? If it means you got to lobby for a government that's broken, then you're gonna do that. You're just adding extra rules. Like you're adding like there's honor in it. There isn't. They're trying to take control of the market, which is what they've done, and they're now allowed to give us the shit service that they're giving while having millions in incentives, millions in dividends, without being challenged. This is a symptom of capitalism.
It's a symptom of nepotism.
Oh my dude.
In a free market, right? None of these countries that proclaim capitalism, like you would say maybe America, you'd say Britain is a capitalist country. It's not this is not a capitalist country. It's not. It's just not a socialist country.
So what is it?
It's some in between lukewarm nonsense. It doesn't know what it is. But in a free market,
So under conservative,
yeah, go on.
under conservative rule
Yeah.
for over 12 years, you're telling us we aren't capitalists.
You think this is capitalism? This is not capitalism.
What is it?
It's a socialism. There's a lot of socialist policies
How?
involved.
When nothing's been funded.
That's not only what socialism is. Socialism is where central government take control and they have the power and they control certain things. When you get subsidies and tariffs and all these other things that control the economy, that is an element of socialism. Capitalism is where you allow the focus of the economy to be driven by individuals, by the businesses, by organizations.
But it's a mix of two. I agree with you. It is
That's
definitely a
what I'm
mix of
trying
two.
to say to you. It's not a pure capitalist society. It's not a pure socialist society. So you can't blame the ills of the society on only one side. And also, in a free market society, you'll have more competition. So you wouldn't have the issues that you're talking about is because of human beings not doing what they should
But the
be
whole
doing in
point of
government.
competition is to finish your competition, which is what they've done.
What's the problem with that?
What?
What's the problem with
No,
finishing
I didn't say that. I
competition?
didn't say that. There's a
Okay.
problem with that. I'm saying that's what's happened. The water
That's
company
not happened. That's
the
not what's
water
happened.
company that's in power now has gotten their power through means that we might not see as honourable.
But not
they're
through the
still,
market.
They're still taking
But it's
over
not
market
through,
share.
But it's not through the market. That's what I'm saying to you. If, for example, nobody knows about the existence of your company because all of us care about Gina's company, there's no free market there. If the government is subsidizing Gina's products so we can all buy from Gina, there's no free market there. There's no competition. But if all of that was, if the government stepped back and allowed the businesses to be businesses, all of us can choose. And what would happen is you would say, you know what, to get a bigger share of the public's money, to get a bigger clientele, I would increase my services. I will give more products. I would increase the quality of customer service, whatever it may be. And then we'll start to shift from Gina to you. Then Gina will say, ooh, actually, I need more of this profit. I want more of this money right? So she will then lower her prices, and
No, I know how
it's
system works.
It's simple.
Thank you. But what's your opinion on nationalisation? If we were to nationalise the railway, nationalise the water
It depends.
companies,
It all depends.
because it goes against directly with capitalism.
Yes, it
surely.
does. But it depends. And the reason why I say that is because nationalisation can be good.
It's good. It's working in other countries.
No. It's not good always. It's not.
Oh, of course, nothing indefinitely is.
Yeah, exactly. So it depends. If for example, if there's one particular thing that the government is owning, right, it's owned by the country, and we're happy about nationalising this particular sector of the country's whatever it may be. Yeah, let's just say, I don't know, the railway, right? For example, if that is not producing an efficient service for the customers, that's a problem. Get some competition from outside, and then the customers can get a better service. That's what happens. But people don't think about it. People just, let's nationalize, care about the jobs. No, let's actually get something better for the people. Let them compete in a free market. The problem is, like I was saying to you, is a lot of these governments, they don't really practice the tenets of a free market. They choose their friends, and then they subsidize.
Of course, yeah, we've
and then
seen
they
that.
put tariffs
Believing
in,
Brexit, we've
and
seen it.
It doesn't work. That's basically what happens.
We've seen it.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for, for the People's Journal.
All right, let's get into Motivational Mondays.
This guy.
Yeah, something in the waters this morning, in the air. I think the wind shifted more than some garbage cans. So that
I think we should invite her on the show.
I don't think so.
I'll be here. Call me. I'll be here.
There's some people that are on the
No, don't.
We have a. You know what we have? We have it. There's a TDA. I don't know if you guys have it, but I have it. There's a TDA no-fly list. Some
Who's
people,
on there? Whilst the camera's
some
on.
people will never ever smell anywhere near this
Kevin?
studio, and that you
Black
can
Rob?
mark my words 100%. Those two people, Ed is in there now. Fernan is in there and all.
Fernand.
You know
Fernan is
what?
in there.
I
Fernan is
think
in there
that
hard.
the people I have a problem with will never call. I've never seen this person call
What
once.
are you talking about?
I'm gonna change the whole direction of the show if I say it. Well, I'm down. You know me, I'm down.
No,
down.
it's fine. It's
It's
fine.
unnecessary.
Okay.
you know, 'cause, yeah, when
Because
people-
Brent knows me.
I will mute the
He's
mic.
moved- he's
I don't know
moved
what you
like-
guys are talking about.
No. It's not muted, by the way.
It was muted.
No,
I
is
wouldn't
it?
do that to him.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah, but the camera's on him. They can read his lips.
Yeah?
They ain't supposed to say it like that.
It is what it is. They do. They do.
None of them
Okay.
went down.
Lips?
Yeah.
You can read it. What do you mean? You think I can't lip read? I love you. Wait, do you think I'm new here? I told you I got range, man.
Range, honey.
Get with the program.
But no, man. I don't like giving people too much energy because it's really not a thing anyway. It's not that deep.
Well, we are now in a new segment.
Motivational Mondays.
Let's be motivational.
Let's get it.
So, thank you, Prince.
Thank you. It's Ken's Up Habits.
Can you turn on the lights?
Some of you use this time to pray
Metaphorically.
for your soul.
All right, because we haven't had a few quotes for a long time now. First quote is, every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember, you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars and to change the world. You hear that, Ramsey? Be a dreamer. Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember, you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars and change the world. That was by the great Harriet Tubman. All right. Never underestimate the power of dreams and the influence of the human spirit. We are all the same in this notion. The potential for greatness lives within each of us. Never underestimate the power of dreams and the influence of the human spirit. We are all the same in this notion. The potential for greatness lives within us all. That's by Wilma Rudolph. When I dare to be powerful, to use my strength in the service of my vision, then it becomes less and less important whether I'm afraid. When I dare to be powerful, to use my strength in the service of my vision, then it becomes less and less important whether I'm afraid. That was by the great Audre Lorde. And the last quote goes to a great novelist and social activist, Alice Walker. The most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any. Mm-hmm. The most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any. And that's it, guys. Hope you feel motivated.
Dude, thank you.
I do, man. Let's go get it. Yeah, all right. Let's get into our last headlines for today.
All right, people. Last few headlines. Trigger warning in advance for all three, right? So, yeah, trigger warning, guys.
Tune out if you need to, man.
Yeah, please. All right, so a post-mortem examination has found that 2 adults found dead with 2 children at a house in Norfolk died as a result of stab wounds to the neck.
Crap, man.
Mm-hmm. The bodies of 2 young girls reportedly aged, 12 and 7. A 36-year-old woman and a 45-year-old man were found in a house on Allen Bedford Crescent on Friday. All 4 were related. This is according to the post-mortem examinations. And also, this is, according to the post-mortem examinations of the 2 girls. And they're going to be carried out on Wednesday. And the police have said that they are still working to understand the full circumstances which led to the deaths of these people. However, they believe this to be an isolated incident. And the next headline, a newborn girl found in a shopping bag in East London is thought to have been less than an hour old when she was found. What type of... what is this?
There's too many. I feel like it's what we had. It's the conversation we had with our guest the other day. When it comes to like babies being abandoned and stuff, there's too many factors in there.
Like mental health.
If the baby's out an hour old, shouldn't there be enough supervision where she's not leaving the hospital like that?
This is what I was thinking about. But this person maybe just had the baby somewhere.
Or maybe
somewhere,
yeah.
And then they just...
But then, because I've heard that in America, there's a drop-off point for children, for babies and stuff. They need to create that here. Because some people are just not able to, and people unfortunately get pregnant in different circumstances and stuff. So there needs to be stuff put in place for these kind of stories, man. It's very sad.
The baby was discovered wrapped in a towel inside the bag in Newham in sub-zero temperatures by a dog walker. Imagine. Who kept her warm until paramedics arrived. Police said that the baby, who has been named as Elsa, was unharmed and is safe. She's believed to be black or mixed race child. Officers are extremely concerned for the welfare of the girl's mother and appealed for her to get in touch. A statement said, "Please know that your daughter is well, and no matter your circumstances, please do seek help by dialing 999.
I wouldn't. First of all, that's how you're going to get me on charges of neglect.
Yeah.
Hell, that sounds like a trap. Nope.
And the last headline, again, trigger warning, and the Birmingham teenager who went by the name of Muhammad Hassam Ali was killed in a case of mistaken identity. He was 17 years old and was attacked in Birmingham city centre on Saturday, and he later died from his injuries. West Midlands police have launched a manhunt to find Muhammad's killer and have renewed an appeal for information. The force said that the attack is not thought to be gang-related and that this is a tragic case of a young man being killed in what appears to be a case of mistaken identity. The police are trying to establish a motive and wish to speak to anyone who was in the area at the time of the attack and might have taken photos or videos. And that's it for the headlines, guys. Sorry for the sad ones. Time for pay the bills.
I'm saying, man, that's a bit of a down now. Chijoke, come and lighten the mood. Let's get to the reaction.
Someone could do the African.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay, guys, welcome to the reaction.
No. We do what we do. That's what Marks does.
Sorry. My bad.
We do what we do. I'll read the first one then, Ginny. You can read the African brothers.
Okay.
All right, so the non-African ones. Sunday, Sheffield United played West Ham United, and both teams scored 2, which was great. Congratulations to all parties. Liverpool beat Bournemouth 4-0. Very embarrassing. Even more embarrassing was Arsenal beat Crystal Palace 5-0.
We thank God.
Arsenal's having a good run, because there was a time I was going to stop doing Guys Day Arsenal, because I just said you have an unnatural allegiance to losers. And it's not like And then Brentford scored 3 against Nottingham Forest, who scored 2. That's it for me.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to AFCON. We have Morocco and Congo. They both drew 1.
Oh, that's crap.
Yeah, morning TDA studio. So it's Sugar reporting back on AFCON. So
what happened?
yeah, there was quite a few
Excuse
games
me?
throughout the weekend. So anything
Automatically plays when it sends. I just had to pause it. Sorry. I wait till you finished.
Not you interrupting women in sports.
I never knew you to be like that, Brent.
Next, we have Zambia and Tanzania, who both drew 1-1 as well. South Africa beat Namibia 4-0.
Wow.
You had Algeria and Burkina Faso both drew 2 each. You had Mauritania and Angola beat Mauritania by 3-2.
Come on.
Yeah.
What's your affiliation with Angola?
I mean, Mauritania, they still practice slavery over there, so...
Really?
yeah.
Where?
Hey, what?
Where?
Mauritania.
Oh.
Hey, what?
Slavery.
What about them?
They still
Still
practice
practice
it.
it.
What about them?
What about who?
No, I have a link to that country. That's why I'm just like, oh. Anyway,
What, slavery now?
no. It's fine. Let's move on. Tunisia, bro, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay. Tunisia and Mali both drew 1-1. Then you've got Cape Verde beat Mozambique 3-0. Senegal beat Cameroon 3-1. And Guinea beat Gambia 1-0.
Okay, people are really
Nice
playing, bro.
one.
Earning their checks. Oh, gosh.
And, right, so Natasha Jonas edged out Mikaela Mayer in a tremendous battle for the IBF welterweight world title at the M&S Bank Arena in football. Sorry, what is this?
Boxing.
Boxing. Sorry, because I was thinking her. A split decision went to Jonas. One judge scored it widely to Mayer, 97-93, but the other two had it to Jonas on a narrower margin, 96-94 and 96-95. Mayer fighting for a world title for the first time since her bitter unification defeat to Alcia Baumgardner was desperate to win a major championship once again. And that is it from Women in Sports.
Can I just correct one thing? Only
The name.
permission, yeah.
Go on.
Alicia.
Alicia.
What did you
What'd I
say?
say? What'd I say?
Something else.
Alessia.
I don't know. Was it Alicia as you said?
I don't recall.
Elise
Okay, yeah. Baumgardner, yeah.
Baumgardner. Okay, thank you for the word so
sorry.
sweet. Now let's get into
Oh,
the
sorry.
words-
Can I just also add?
No,
yeah,
we've got
sorry.
Chijoke's.
Yeah, no, I just want to say something quickly about the boxing. Just want to say that I'm not. I never watched the fight.
You don't have
However,
to rush. This is your show. It's okay.
no, but because I just want to wrap it up. But yeah, I never watched the fight. But everyone's pretty much saying it was a robbery.
Really?
That it was handed to Natasha Jonas. Really, Mikaela Mayer should have won that. Everyone's saying, but I've not seen it myself. But yeah, just wanted to say that.
Thank you, brother love.
Brother Love.
is.
Yes.
I'll go through the ones that were important. So we started off with 2:00 kickoff on Friday with Cape Verde versus Mozambique, where they won 3-0. Yeah, Bebe, if you're a Man United fan, had a pretty decent game. Literally was just taking long shots from free kick, scored an absolute worldie, but not sure what the goalkeeper was doing. So they've now qualified. So yeah, they are now through to the next stage. So quite a good achievement for Cape Verde when you looked at that group. So it's good for them. We also had Cameroon and Senegal. Now this was quite an important game because this was the game back for Nana after his insistence to stay at Manchester United after being called up. But he said he wanted to stay for that game. Unfortunately, didn't have a game in terms of goals conceded. Conceded 3. Senegal won 3-1 against Cameroon. So that's leaving Cameroon in quite a precarious position to qualify for the next stage. But yeah, we also had and I believe the next game was Guinea beating Guinea won their game as well. Going through the other games, we also had quite an entertaining 2-2 draw with Algeria and Burkina Faso. So that was Burkina Faso played really well, but Algeria just got that point at the death. So one of the bigger teams struggling, but potentially still going through. So we'll see how that goes as well. Another good game for anyone else looking for entertaining games. 3-2 win for Angola against Mauritania. Mauritania
also scored their first goal in Afcon in years, and it was a really good goal. So that was celebrated. So even though they lost 3-2, still a respectable result. So yeah, I think they're still happy with the fact that they scored and happy that they showed up. So we'll see. They could still. I don't think they're completely out. I think there's still quite a few teams that still have a chance in the next coming games. But yeah, they try their best. So yeah, the last few games, there's quite a few 1-1 draws. Tanzania actually nearly beat Zambia, and that would have been quite embarrassing for Zambia because Tanzania is not one of the favoured teams left in Afcon. But they did manage to pull a draw, even though they did have 10 men after quite a really shocking collision at the byline. And last game of Sunday was South Africa beating Namibia. So yeah, that one was also a pretty decent win. Percy Tau also got his redemption, so he won that 4-0. They won that 4-0 and he scored his penalty. And I think the last thing I'll say today is we've got a few games today. So Nigeria are playing, Ghana are playing, and it's games that are playing consecutively. So if they win today, their games, they both can qualify. So yeah, it's a big day today. So I think there'll be a lot of people waiting today if they do well.
Thank you very much,
I
Chijoke.
appreciate
Thank you so much, Chijoke.
Thank you.
Big up Chijoke, man.
All the time.
Every single time. Should come and join us up here one time.
Oh, he's
Word.
allowed?
Of course, Chijoke
But
is
he's
allowed.
Fernand's best friend.
I don't care about that. What's that gonna do? My money there. So best friends can't come in here because the other best friends banned. I'll be shy for you, Chijoke, if you don't come here because Fernand is not allowed. Anyway, that's it. Let's get into the outro.
All right. Sorry.
You just clocked. I forget what the music sounds like. Is that the same sound for everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know why it sounds different sometimes. It's like I don't hear it sometimes.
Because it's for real.
I think you're numb to it probably. Not numb, but you know what I mean? You know when it's like you tuned it out because you're so used to it.
I think that's it. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. As always, we appreciate you. I hope you listened to the little bobbleheads that showed up throughout the show and you have liked this video and you've subscribed to our channel as well. Big up our researchers every single time. Big up Chijoke as well, and big up everybody that called today. I'm trying to think who called. Big up Femi,
Black
big
Rob,
up Black
Salu.
Rob,
Black Rob.
Salute.
Saleh as well. That's it. Yeah, big up you guys. Follow us on social media platforms. The Day After TNB on Instagram, Twitter, and on TikTok. Also, if you want to send your dilemmas or the number to call as well. The number is 075-6484-1073. You can also send voice notes in, or if you want to inquire about the show or feature on the show, also the email address for dilemmas. The email address is thedayafter@thenewblack.com. Have a great Monday, everybody, and we'll see you guys here tomorrow.
Peace.
Peace.